Yo, it's your boy CT Crusher here checking in. Just wanting to remind y'all to go subscribe to my homie Hoodie Jube for the Hoodie Jube live podcast. We talking pressing topics here for you every night of the week. Hit that ding dong bell to make sure you don't miss an upload. Come join in on the conversation. Help us expand the community. We do a lot of giveaways, give away to a lot of charities, giving away to the local children's hospital. And oh, by the way, if you want a chance to win free NFL tickets, yes, I said that, free NFL tickets, make sure you subscribe and hit the ding so you don't miss a chance to win free NFL tickets. Peace out.
What's up, and welcome, Who Dat Nation. Welcome to the best Saints sports talk show in the world. If you want live updates on your New Orleans Saints and also want only straight facts, this is the place to be. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the new and upcoming trending news. Also subscribe so you can have a chance to win NFL tickets to watch your favorite NFL team live in person and won't miss out on any of the money giveaways we do. So now, let me welcome you to the Hoodie Jube Sports Show. Here is your host, Hoodie Jube.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Hoodie Jube, and I'm back with another live podcast. And if y'all don't know, y'all will know there's no YouTube without your boy, Hoodie Jube, y'all. How is everybody doing tonight, man? I'm doing just fine over here, man. Ready to chat it up with my Who Dat Nation over here, man. So let me know in the chat, how are y'all doing, man? But hey, tonight we're gonna talk a little bit about the Jarvis Landry, man, rumors, man, because it's getting a little bit closer for the Saints to maybe getting Jarvis Landry in the building. And main reason why is because the Browns are no longer, into getting him, basically. So remember, before the draft, they said it was between the Browns and the Saints. Well, if the Browns are out of it now, then who's left? The Saints, right? But there's some other teams in there that are looking. I heard that the Ravens are looking into maybe sign him. They are interested, in him, depending on how much he wants to, stuff like that. But I feel like if the Saints, and I feel like that's how I feel. If the Saints and the Ravens are the only two teams, that basically go after him, and they both give him the same money that, the same amount of money, I feel like he would choose home over the Ravens, because if you look at the Ravens offense, they more of a running team because of Lamar Jackson at QB. They're not a really high power, passing offense. So I can't wait to see how this goes, but it's all high right now on Twitter. Once they said that the Browns were out of it and they didn't want, they're not interested in getting Jarvis Landry anymore. So it's a little crazy, y'all. But let me give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. Before we even start talking and bringing people on. So we got my boy Elite Goods in the building. Who that to you, Elite? We got Dale Gordon. Who that to you? And I believe Dale Gordon is a new sub or whatever. So who that to you, Dale, man? We got Jerry the old freaking G in the building. Who that to you, my man? We got Chemo Slice in here. Who that to you, Chemo Slice? How you doing, man? Doing great? I'm doing great over here. We got Official Young Nola in the building. Who that to you? We got Michael in the building. He said Jarvis is good if we get him. Oh, yes. Definitely a good player to be a really nice, solid receiver to put in the slot if you need to. Or he can play outside. He can do everything. So that's why I would love to have Jarvis Landry back. Plus, he will play even harder with us just because he'll be playing in front of his family and friends back at home in New Orleans, man. I think it'll be a lovely story to have Tyrann Mathieu and him come back. That'd be a great story to have. We got Marcus Ryan. Who that to you, my man? We got Mr. James in here. Who that to you? We got my brother King Nepp in the building. Who that to you? We got It's Poppy 504. Who that to you? We got Who that Dana in the building. Who that to you? We got Travis Johnson. Who that to you? We got Bruce Saint in the building. Who that to you? We got Kai the Great in the building, man. Who that to you? We got Antonio Handy. Who that to you? Who that? He said, Texas Roadhouse fam. Yes, Texas Roadhouse fam. So I'm guessing I'll start on you, and that's where you're coming from, Texas Roadhouse. So who that to you? We got Calvin 14 in the building. Who that to you? We got Tim Dunn in the building. Who that to you? We got Christopher Favor in the building. Who that to you? He said, why you think no wide receiver want to go to the Ravens? All they do is run the ball. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think that's why I'm saying we got the upper hand right now, plus we're home. Like, why wouldn't he want to come home? He ain't going to the Browns now. He already put that out there. He's not going there now. They're not interested in him. So, hey, that's a good sign pointing towards the Saints right here. Edward Green. Who that to you? We got J-Lot 504 in the building. Who that to you? We got Marcos in the building. Who that to you? We got Jeffrey Johnson in the building, man. Who that to you? He said, I know Jarvis personally, and he don't have a desire to play at home like the Honey Badger. I hope I'm wrong, but that's where he's at with it. Hey, well, that's a good thing, him personally. I feel like since he's seen Tyrone Matthews come home, maybe we'll consider it now, Not everybody likes to go back home and play in front of their people, but you already seen what it was like with Tyrone Matthews, all the love he gets, friends and families, everybody loves to see that, he's back at home. Maybe Jarvis will change his mind and will love to come back home too as well. But remember, he was considering the Saints or the Browns, so I wouldn't count it out, Jeffrey, right? I wouldn't count it out just yet. Tim Dunn, who that? He said Ravens opening is for a number 1 wide receiver. Ours is for a 2 or 3. Yeah. But the question is, does Jarvis Landry want to be that guy? Does he want to be the number 1 guy and have to be the top guy to think that, if you are, then they got to pay you. But if they're not willing to pay you that number 1 money and they basically going to pay you, I don't know, 8 to 12 million a year because it's way after the draft and they want to sign you, but they will force you to be that number 1, I'll be like, no, I'll just go to the Saints. I can be the number 2, number 3 and just pay the same amount of money. I don't have to put as much hard work in there just to do that. So, he can look at it like that too, So who that to everybody that's popping in? I see Mr. Derek Cropper. Who that to you, man? Glad to see you in the chat as well. We got Torrey Shepard in the building. Who that to you? We got my boy T Dirty in the building, man. Who that to you, T Dirty, man? Who that to you? Marcus Ryan, man. He said, imagine if we signed Jarvis Landry and re-signed Kawan. I would even bring in running back Mike Davis. Hey, those are all good signings. If it could happen, like I said, the focus on I would love to have is to add Jarvis Landry to add more, horsepower into this offense because they need it, because you already seen what the defense was last year. And the defense already upgraded to, like, being even better this year because you added Tyrone Matthew and Marcus May, was just replacing your Marcus Williams and replacing Malcolm Jenkins, So I think that's already a better secondary with what we got now. So I would love to see a Jarvis Landry come in, a veteran guy that can do, any route tree you want him to do. Any routes on the route tree, he can do it for you. And he's got great hands. Like, anything that comes in his direction, Jarvis Landry will catch for you. So I would love to see that, with another Michael Thomas over here coming back. Hopefully Michael Thomas is that 100% healthy and doesn't get hurt again. And then, like I said, we got Chris Olave out the draft, who can be that number 2 or number 3 receiver if he really needed to, if Jarvis Landry did come, So I think it will be a really good thing if he does come here. But yes, Kawan will be a great signing as well, man. We'd love to have Kawan back in the building with us. We got Apollo in the building now. Who that to you, Apollo? I see you, my man. Christopher, he says, honestly, I think the Saints will be solid with Michael Thomas and Chris Olave if they don't sign Jarvis Landry. How about the other guys? Yeah, I think it'll be I think we'll be solid, man. But hey, Jarvis Landry would be nice to bring in there to help us out on offense. Like I said, it'll be nice to have a high power offense. You want them to be working on the same page as our defense. If our defense is getting stops and getting people off the field, then I wanna see our offense taking advantage of that, scoring points. If it's a field goal or a touchdown, just getting field goal range. I want to see that happen, which I think we can do with what we got because this is like I said, this is a way better team than what it was last year. Remember? So you already got to upgrade because you're getting Jameis back. Again, you're going to have a healthy old line back. You're going to get a healthy Michael Thomas back. And you're adding Chris Olave into the mix now. So I really do see this team being a lot better. The offense ain't going to be 31st in the NFL. It's going to be probably top 15 at the least, because this team's going to be more behind her. Plus, you're going to have Pete Carmichael calling your plays now instead of Sean Payton with his little ego and creative plays. You know, I think we're going to see a bigger, you know, offense. And I think, to be honest with you, with Pete Carmichael being there, I think Jameis is going to be able to, you know, show you what he's really capable. Because I think Pete Carmichael is going to give Jameis the key a little bit, you know, and help him open up the playbook, you know, because this thing we wasn't able to do, you know, what we did last year with some of the deep passes and stuff like that when we had Drew for the last 2 years, because Drew, you know, wasn't the same. His arm was not the same. His arm was not there. So bringing in Jameis Winston last year is a great thing, you know, because he can throw them deep balls so well, very accurate. His medium passes accurate, and yes, I do know Jameis Winston needs help on his short, you know, passes. He already said it in his own press conference when he re-signed with the Saints that he does need to work on that, because they literally asked him. They said, "Hey, Jameis, what is one thing?" You know, he said this. What is one thing, basically, you know, that you can say like, "Hey, I can work on to get better," right? And the one thing he literally said that he needs to work on to get better this year, he said, it's my short passes, my short immediate, you know, passes, my check down. But he says, you saw last year when I got, you know, some of those short passes out there to Kamara and stuff, you can see what he can do with the ball in his hand. So he said, I need to get those short passes, short immediate routes, you know, quick screens type of passes out. That's what I need to work on, because I got him an elite running back next to me that can do some stuff like that if I need to check it down. So that's what I wanted to tell people. He knows what he needs to work on. So with him being that quarterback, you can open up the playbook, and that's what I love. You can run a lot of play actions, and what Jameis Winston really good at in the NFL, play action. Really great at play actions, y'all. Really great. I don't want to mess up your name in here. I'm gonna call you QE. I'm gonna call you QE because I don't want to mess up your name. But QE said Jarvis could go to Baltimore if Saints don't come with a better offer. Jarvis looking at the targets he could get. Yeah, like I said, he could get more targets with them because he'll be the number one guy. But would you go there if it ain't really that much money? If it's not like a number one receiver money, why would you go there when you can get maybe the same amount, you know, with the Saints, and you don't have to do as much for less? You know, that's how I see it. You get the same amount of money, you don't even have to work as hard. I think that would be great for him. But who that everybody that's coming in, man? I see everybody rolling on in here as well. We got Antonio Handy. He said, we got a beast of a lineup now. I love the great decision they have added to the roster. Me too. I love what this team have done so far. I love it. You got to love it, man. I love it. I don't know if anybody else do, but I love it. I love what, you know, I basically love what Dennis Allen has done so far, y'all. You know, I just love it, man. I love what he's doing, and I think he's proven that. So, yeah, he is wanting to win. T30 said, if we can get Landry, I think this offense can be a little Freddy Krueger, Mike Myers. Yeah, scary, huh? Kind of great says, say, Hoodie, I see that you're missing Philip Lindsay on the sports coma with Big Q. I think he would be a great fit for our offense since Sony Michel is on his way to the Dolphins. Yes, Sony Michel is on his way to the Dolphins. So that's why I said that on Biz Q's show earlier, you know, in the Super Chat. I told him because of that. I think Philip Lindsay would be a pretty good fit. You know, he's a receiving back. Plus, he can run, you know, down the middle if you need him to. So I think he's a, you know, great running back you can add. We had somebody else, I forgot who it was, said maybe a Mike Davis. You know, I think it was Marcus Ryan said that. He said Mike Davis. Mike Davis is a power back, and that's what we're kind of looking for, right? A power back that can run it down your damn throat. And so, yes. Kind of great. I think Philip Lindsay would be a great fit with us, man. Yes, Sony Michel is on his way out to the Dolphins, man. And the Dolphins got a lot of good running backs now. Like, they signed a lot of people to this. I'm surprised that, you know, I'm surprised he even went there, because there's so many running backs ahead of him, unless he thinks he can beat them all out. And then, hey, but I'm going to have to look into that and see what their roster is now with him on there. Like, I want to see who they all signed now at running back. I heard they got a lot of people over there. But yeah, King Nepp that's in the chat right now, man. I know his Dolphins, you know, that's his Dolphins. So I bet he's happy to hear that, hey, Sony Michel's there too. They're going to have some really good running backs back there. Bruce Saint in the building, he said, even if we don't get Jarvis, Callaway wouldn't be a bad wide receiver 3, especially with his experience at wide receiver 1. Definitely. I totally agree with you, Bruce Saint. I loved Callaway from last year. I had a lot of people down on him last year, a lot of people hating on him. And guess what? Look where he's at now, man. He's doing great for us. he's doing great, and I love it so far. Let's see. Marcus Ryan said the only thing that we heard about Kawhi is that he visited with the Jets, but didn't sign. Yeah, only thing we hear is support too. Bruce Sain said Hardy is nice too. Yes, he is a nice one, nice speaker. He's our deep threat, and I think they're gonna put him more into the receiving mode this year, knowing that we got that receiver / punt returner from Webster. I think it's Rashid Shaheed. I think since we got him, I think they're gonna give Hardy more reps at wide receiver this year because they saw what he can do last year with Jameis, with the deep threat. So look out for Deontay Hardy playing more. My boy is 5 in the building. He said, Who that to you, man? Jeffrey Johnson said, honestly, I don't think they signed Kawhi back. Dennis Allen is very high on Pete Warner because he would do it all young linebackers, and that's why they drafted him in the second round to fill that role. Definitely, man. And guess what? Pete Warner proved to a lot of us last year that he is a dog on the field. He can cover. He can stop runs. He's smart. He knows where the ball is going. So Pete Warner, man, it's a great pickup. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. That pick that we got in the 5th round this draft, DeMarco Jackson, man, he looks like a smart guy. He looks like a Pete Warner, in the making too, like coming up here. I think he's going to get some reps this year. If Kawhi does not sign, you're going to see DeMarco Jackson on the field a little bit like Pete Warner did last year where he seemed to feel a little bit. I can see that happen in the same way with our boy DeMarco Jackson coming in on the field if we don't get Kawhi Leonard. If we don't. So remember that. Also, we got Miss Megan in the building. And hey, yes, this is a super chat, y'all. We finally got approved to get super chats in here. So shout out to my woman, Miss Megan, all the way from Australia, man. Yes, she is part of the 12 men over there. They are the Seahawks, man. She's a Seahawks supporter, but she also supports the Hoodie Jube channel, man. So I appreciate your $5 donation, Miss Megan. We truly appreciate it. So everybody, your boy finally unlocked super chats. Super grateful for everybody that helped me push me over to 1,000 subs. And now we finally got super chats, man. So hey, keep them coming, y'all. Keep them coming, man. Send them super chats, man. Say whatever you want. But let's read it. She said, Who that game? So dang proud of you and your channel. Thanks for making this 12 feel so welcome. And here's to success now and always. Yes, Miss Megan, you're always welcome. And like I said, I do appreciate you. And, because like I said, I wouldn't be successful if it wasn't for you two on here talking and chatting it up with us, sharing it with everybody else that too. So who that to you? And I appreciate the first super chat ever on the channel from Miss Megan. Y'all, from Miss Megan, man. Who that to her? But while, give me 1 second because I do want to bring some people on because we do have some people in the back waiting to hop on. So let me bring them on real quick. We'll chat up a little bit, and I'm going to get back to reading some more comments real quick. All right, so give me 1 second, y'all. So let's bring on my boy. We got a Grayson. We got my boy Michael, and we got my boy Apollo, man. How are y'all doing?
Hello. I'm in my new studio.
Doing great.
Uh-oh, you got your little new thing, huh?
Yes, I'm starting this for my YouTube channel that I already made my first video. I just gotta post it in a couple of days.
Well, there you go, man. Just let us all know, just put it in the chat real quick and comment it, what's the name of it for people can go subscribe to you because you're gonna be the next young, Saints, YouTuber gonna be growing. So just tell everybody in the chat what it is and they can go subscribe to you as well and show you some love. But, how's everybody doing, man? You got a great set?
Hey, I think he has to wait.
Can y'all hear the noise in the back?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
We can.
Is that a fan or something?
Nah, that's a show.
Okay. Just want to be sure.
Uh-oh.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Oh, well,
That's
somebody got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Tough.
Amber alert.
I got y'all
here.
turned it off.
Yeah. So
Yeah, my phone had the alert too.
So the real question is, man, how's everybody feeling knowing that hey, the Browns are not in it anymore?
Personally, to me, I never thought the Browns would be in it. The Browns, Jarvis, he got cut from the Browns to the cap casualty so they can push that trade for Deshaun Watson to make it happen by cutting guys like J.C. Treader, Jarvis Landry, blah, blah, blah. And so, I felt like it was a 1 in a million chance that Landry was headed to Cleveland, back to Cleveland. So I feel like Saints are the best option for him because the Ravens, every single receiver that goes to the Ravens, they don't really have like a down career, but they're never utilized. Like every single time, the Ravens hardly bring in, like when they draft or sign a receiver, they hardly give them a contract extension because it's all in the running game, which is not a bad strategy, but at the same time,
it's not good for a wide receiver. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
They just had a wide receiver leave for that exact same reason. So it's kind of like a, like hello.
It's like, you start running the ball and just start throwing the ball.
You got a better chance of winning a Super Bowl in New Orleans than in Baltimore. Because the AFC is so
remember,
loaded.
he wants to chase one. He wants to chase it.
That's what I was about to say. Not only, no offense, but not only are we, I think right now we are currently a better team than Ravens. We also have a better QB, and we're just more suited because the division isn't that hard. The conference is not even that hard. It's much easier.
Stupid.
In my opinion, if we get Jarvis,
man, have y'all seen our schedule?
Do what?
Yeah, we on our schedule. Yeah, I've seen our schedule.
Crazy.
Yep. Hey y'all, hold on one second. I'm gonna start reading some more comments real quick, and also I just had one pop up, another super chat in here. So let me share that real quick with everybody. So we got King Nepp in the building with a 20 bomb. Thank you, King Nepp, my brother. That is the Miami Dolphins fan over there, man. But he's a brother from another mother. So who that to you? And go Dolphins to you as well. He said, "Love you, bro." We finally got super chats. Keep grinding and put it on for the state of New Orleans. Yep, we're gonna keep doing it for New Orleans, man. And like I said, I appreciate every single one of y'all in here that helps me get to that 1K subs to get me to where I'm at now. And now look at us with super chats, man. And he dropped a 20 bomb, man. So who that to you, King Up, man? I love you too, brother. And I appreciate you putting your super chat in here. And we also got another one right after this one. And this is from my boy, Gotta Grayson, who's actually on here. So Gotta Grayson, thank you, my brother. For the super chat.
Me? Where'd that come from?
I don't know. It came from you, man. Because you're the only one with that, username over there. But he gave me the $5 super chat over here, and he says, "I will be second. Your boy definitely a supporter. You stole my spotlight, Miss Megan. I wanted to be first. Well, you actually third, man. King Nepp stole it right before you hit it.
I know. He typed it right before. He got it off, man. Sad times.
Damn. You know what? What's even crazy, y'all? What's even crazier, chat? I had the Seahawks fan be the first donation, the Dolphins fan the second, and then third was the Saints. Come on, Saints fan, y'all could have done better. No, I'm just joking. Like I said, I don't force nobody to send super chats. I just mess with y'all. But yeah, who that to everybody in here? And before I start going over any other comments, y'all, I got something that I wanted to tell you. I want y'all to listen to this video. So everybody that's in the chat, please mute y'all mics for me real quick. We're gonna listen to this video because everybody knows the old quarterback that used to play for the Lions, my boy Dan, over there. That's always on the ESPN shows and stuff. So I always click in there here and there to listen to their stuff, right? To see what they gotta say and stuff like that. I always want to see what they gotta say. Dan, sounds really great right now. He's finally sounding like he knows what the hell he's talking about.
Oh yeah, I saw it too.
And then Jeff Saturday,
shout out boy Dan.
Jeff Saturday used to know what he's talking about, but Jeff sounds stupid today. So I want y'all to listen to this conversation, and I'm gonna put it on here. So everybody, mute y'all mics real quick for me. We're gonna show it on here for y'all to watch.
I like it. Orlovsky, how about you? Give me your upcoming takeaway for the season.
It's not a for sure thing that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to win their own division. Tampa Bay is a very good football team, but no one is respecting or paying enough attention to the New Orleans Saints. I think that the New Orleans Saints are a better football team this year than they were last year. We're adding a top 5 receiver to this football team in Michael Thomas. They still have Alvin Kamara. They drafted a top 15 receiver. This defensive line that has dominated the Bucs offensive line in the past few years is still intact, and the Bucs offensive line is worse than it was last year. the New Orleans Saints are going to be really, really good this year.
Yeah, the receiver they drafted, Chris Olave out of Ohio State, we're excited about. Now, Graziano, before I find out whether you agree with him or not, there's two huge ifs. If Jameis Winston is really fully healthy, and if Michael Thomas is really fully healthy and back, then I fully agree with Orlovsky. But those feel like ifs to me as we sit right now. What do we know?
And I'll add another one, right? I mean, Dennis Allen, the new head coach, if he can fill Sean Payton's shoes. Payton was such a huge part of everything that went on there for the last decade plus. They're expecting Michael Thomas to be back. And Jameis Winston is on track to be good for week one. Obviously, no certainty there, but they've been pleased with his progress in his recovery. So I think they do expect to have both those guys on the field when the season starts.
Well, so you see in there, the only time that Tampa beat them was in the playoff game, obviously the most important one. Drew Brees threw a bunch of picks in that game. Saturday, you buying it?
No, I'm not buying it. Listen, this is what I love. I love Monday Dan. Monday Dan just fuels the fire. Then I got another Dan sitting in there understanding, at least giving some. How about a head coach that's 8-28 as a head coach, replacing not only a fantastic head coach, but one of the best play callers in the NFL? You have a quarterback coming off an ACL. You have a receiver that you're saying is a top 5 that hasn't played because of injury. Like, all those things, you can't just mask over them and act like they don't happen. And then you have Tom Brady, who you just called the second best on the greatest list of all time, coming back after retirement for like a week. You know he's driven. Like, all arrows tell me you have lost your mind, Monday Dan. I'm just letting you know.
All right. So, first of all, it's convenient that you say, well, New Orleans quarterback's coming off of an ACL surgery, but fail to mention that Tampa Bay's wide receivers coming off of an ACL injury. You bring up Dennis Allen's record, Jeff. In 2013 or 2012, I think, when he was the head coach of the Raiders, his starting quarterback was a 34-year-old Carson Palmer. Okay, so he had Carson. You know who their starting quarterbacks were the next year after that? It was Terrell Pryor, Matt McGloin, and Matt Flynn. You wanted them to win a bunch of games in Oakland with those quarterbacks? Like, come on. And I understand. Like, I'm fascinated that Todd Bowles is the head coach of Tampa Bay, and it's his second year as a head coach, so he'll learn more, and that's seen in a positive light. But now it's Dennis Allen's, and we fail to say that is a very similar situation. Oh, also, they added Tyrann Mathieu, who's going to lead the league in picks in that defense.
I'm going to leave it there for the moment. Graziano, who wins that division, Tampa or New Orleans?
Oh, I'm still going to go with Tampa, but I think it's close race.
All right, fair enough.
All right, everybody. Y'all can unmute y'all mics, man. But listen, that is how dumb Jeff Saturday sounds. But my boy Dan is sounding so smart right now, bro.
He's sounding so smart in the division.
Yeah, Jeff Saturday's like, I don't even believe into this book. That's what he said.
We went 9-8 with injured reserve players.
Y'all smell that?
Hey, do you smell it?
Yeah.
Smells like bullshit.
I know, right?
That's what it smells like. Yeah, that's what it smells like, y'all. That smells like bull crap. Why does it smell like bull crap, y'all? Because you're gonna say, well, it's because you got Jameis coming back, but he's coming off an ACL. Michael Thomas coming off an injury, but you're not saying nothing about the Bucs. Their receivers coming off in there. Oh, well, their coach, or the Saints coach, went 4-28. Well, what about Todd Bowles, who's becoming their coach, who wasn't a great coach. Now he's getting his second chance, but you're not saying nothing for them. It just seems like
the reason the Bucs got eliminated.
They're still riding the Bucs after that Super Bowl win. They're still riding.
Well, yeah, it's okay, y'all.
To be honest, I think that they're more. They keep bringing up the playoff game like Tom Brady beat somebody's at. Bro, Tom Brady didn't.
Their offense didn't do anything.
They keep acting like Tom Brady won them that. No, Jared fucking Cook won y'all that game.
Yes.
That's who won y'all that game.
Yes, Drew Brees.
Everybody and their mother knows if you watch that football game, we were doing bad. We were doing horrendously shit. The first, probably, I would say first, second, and third quarter, and then fourth, we were picking it up. We were in motion and we were scoring, and then we couldn't be stopped. Matter of fact, Drew threw a dot to Jared Cook, but guess what? He fumbles, and so that really just kills the whole vibe of how the game was going. And they were already up 3, so they got an easy touchdown because the defense is like, well, damn, we got to go back out there and try to play against this. That's draining.
The ball.
It's draining. People, they acting like we got like Tom Brady threw 4 TDs and had a 90% completion rate or something. Like, no, that's not at all what happened. Stop trying to act like they beat. You know what's crazy is I realized the one time they beat us, it had to take a fumble and Drew Brees being on his damn deathbed for them to win. But for every time we've won, it's been very convincingly.
Yep. And then also, who that to everybody that's joined on in. I see. I want to read this comment. I think this is how you say your name, Jamaica. She said, yeah, but what is Jarvis Landry worth? Because he is definitely not worth that $20 million. Well, that's what he wanted, but now they saying it's probably gonna be between 10 to 12 million. That's my guess, and that's what they saying his worth is right now is 10 to 12. Because I mean, just think of it, it's already after the draft, man. Like, nobody has signed you to a big contract because they don't think you're worth 20 million. So I really think it's gonna cost about 10 to 12, and I think that's fair for him. Give this man 10 to 12 million. And let him come play because we can sign anybody. Nick Underhill posted it earlier on Twitter. Anybody, we got money for anybody that we want to sign. They said we still got enough cap for anybody that we want to sign, especially with the Saints, how they do their signings and stuff like that. So that's why I try to tell people. I think we're gonna be just fine over here. We got Antonio. He said, "Yeah, that's trash that Baltimore would do that to a young receiver to limit him. The exact reason being drafted to the organization. Definitely to be a receiver, but y'all run the ball so much with Lamar Jackson so much. I think it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. And that's the thing, and that's the argument that I had with people sometimes. He runs a lot. They run they try to run with because I guess you could say you use your quarterback to his advantage, because he's good at running. But that's the thing I tell people, like I told people, if he wasn't that good at running the ball, right? If he wasn't a good running quarterback, how would he be a how would he be a top QB in the league right now?
Would he be a top? And the people would. Matter of fact, if you want to be honest, he would be even worse than what people think Baker is. People think Baker's some shit. Well, guess what? As far as throwing ability, Baker's better than Lamar at throwing the damn ball. I don't care what nobody says. He's better at throwing the ball, and he is a better decision maker than Lamar. A lot of people want to be like, oh, you can like Lamar. Sure, I like Lamar. He's a cool guy. But let's not cap and act like Lamar is good at throwing the ball. No, he's not. I guess he is good because he's NFL, but he's not great.
Yeah.
With decision making, he's barely above average. He would, like I said, he would be below Baker when it came if you took out his running ability. Besides that, it's like
that's what I tell people. That's why I make arguments with people. I tell them this. I said, if Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, you're scrambling quarterbacks basically, right? That people consider, top 5, top 10 quarterbacks in the league. I said, are they really better than Jameis Winston? Because I said, if you take their running ability away, can they throw better than Jameis? No.
I think Josh Allen still has a Josh Allen's still damn good.
No, Josh Allen is Josh Allen. That's why I told people that's the difference between Josh Allen. Josh Allen, right. Josh Allen can throw the ball and has the talent, and he can truck you too. He can run.
Josh Allen's really like Cam Newton. He's like what when Cam Newton was prime. That's
only QB in the league who can truck a D lineman.
Yep.
Right.
I see my boy Stocks and Sneakers in the chat as well. Stocks and Sneakers, who that? He said, "Have y'all been watching ESPN? They hating on the Saints so badly. You know why they hate on us?
Hey man, this ain't nothing new.
Hey, they hate on us. Right. Guess what happens? Can I ask y'all a question though? What happens every year when they hate on us?
Man, we always win. So we always win in some division. We always win against. Man, it's just bro. People gotta stop. People gotta stop looking so much into the BS they throwing. It don't faze me no more because I'm just like, what? Okay, they say we gonna lose every time. They're like, oh well, the Saints. I don't buy it, man. Okay, like at this point, it's a book. At this point, we have the same book, bro. welcome to the Saints, man. Everybody doubt. We always find to be one of the top teams if we're not plagued by injuries or some unfortunate mishap happens. We're always a top contending team, and people don't. I think it's just people don't want to. Like it's the same thing with the Jameis thing. People don't want to give credit for certain people because it's like it's like the damn red pill. You remember when Neil took that red pill and he was like man, you can go back to believing everything, everything's sunshine and rainbows, or you can take this red pill. You might spaz out a little bit, your brain might corrupt, explode, but hey man, this is what reality is, and you're gonna be awoke. So you know what I'm saying, they just don't want to take that red pill.
So who that to my boy Uneducated Sports Talk in the building. He dropped a $10 bomb super chat, man. So who that to you? Thank you for your $10 bomb. He said, who that? Much love and all great things coming your way, Hoodie. Great things been already coming, my man, and I know there's more great things coming, man. But guess what? There's great things coming to you as well, man, because you reach over 1,000, and I know your hours are almost there for you to unlock super chats as well, man. So I'm happy for you as well over there. But if you got a few minutes, man, come chat it up with us for a little bit. Everybody in here loves hearing from you, man. So who that to you? And yes, thank you for the $10 bomb, y'all. So we're gonna read some more comments up in here so we can get caught up, so we don't be all the way at the top again. Rosie said the bro don't know shit about content. He said screw Saturday. Saturday didn't know what he was talking about. Last year he knew what he was talking about. This year he don't know what he's talking about. It's kind of like if they switched there, from a villain, from a hero to a villain.
I think it's like them clicks, bro. Them clicks they be itching for them clicks. It's like, they be they have the cap to look good. They're like, man. That's why you see a lot of these. Hey, props to the females out here, man, because a lot of these females out here that be doing the sports analysts, they don't fucking cap. You don't see them be capping their ass off. They actually give props to everybody. If you're good enough, they're gonna give you props. They might have their certain takes, but they're not gonna cap their damn ass off and be like, "Hey man, I don't know, man. This team is not really that good, and we don't know what." Like they ain't gonna cap. Unfortunately, a lot of dudes, man, they be capping. They be capping a lot. It hurts. Hurts my soul.
Yeah, but
you think that that schedule realistic that the Saints posted today? You think that's how it's gonna be?
Wait, which one?
That the Saints posted today. The schedule. You think it's realistic?
No,
what do you mean realistic? That's the real right. That's the one they posted.
That's the real schedule.
Right, it came from the
we don't have
Saints.
We gotta wait Thursday. Yeah, we just gotta wait Thursday for the actual
So we got the Ravens at home and we got the Los Angeles Rams and the Raiders at home. The Bengals too.
Yeah. Huh? We got a lot of these. We got a lot of these good teams that we're gonna be playing at home, which is good. We got home field advantage against these teams. So that's a good thing. I'm glad to play those teams at home, and that some of the teams that we playing away basically ain't really big of a threat to me.
We play the Cardinals away. We play the Eagles away.
Marcus Ryan said, honestly, I love it when we don't get any respect. That is when the
Me
Saints
too,
play
man.
their best football. And it is. Definitely. I want to know, though. This would be my question. That's the one I want to know. Okay, so look, I just read this comment by.
I say the same thing too. I love it when they disrespect us.
He said Jared Cook fumbles a lot, right? Remember, he fumbled the game, right? I want to know this: if Jared Cook would have never fumbled, if he would have never fumbled in the playoffs, and the Saints would have won against the Bucs, we'll be undefeated against them against Tom Brady. They still would be talking shit about them.
Oh my God, that's the horrible truth. They would still find a way to talk shit about us. That's funny that you mentioned it, because I didn't think about that. Like even then they would still be like, well, I mean, they'll just find some way to just stroke Tom Brady's ego, man, because they love doing that for whatever reason. They gotta always act like Tom Brady's just like untouchable. He's some type of omnipotent God. It's like, all right, man. It's like like cool, bro. But like, come on now.
Hey, Keith Bowden, who that to you, my man? I think you're new to the chat as well, man. So who that to you? He said, so why is he was an MVP? He's talking about Lamar Jackson. Well, let me tell you, when I looked up his, MVP season, did you know the man only had like 3,000 something yards in passing? The rest was in rushings. That's why he got MVP, because he did both. And I tell people, Drew Brees drew for over 5,000 yards one season, didn't get MVP. He did it 5 times and never got MVP. So the quarterback position is to pass, not to run. So when he got MVP, and like, how they say Pro Bowls, right? And stuff like that. I think it's not even fair anymore because people vote now on Pro Bowls and stuff like that.
Exactly. That's why. Hey, that's my point. You can't come and talk and try to flex. Oh well, why was he MVP? That gets voted on, right? So that's like, who cares? Good job, Lamar. You got voted for being popular, buddy. Like cool, man. It's a popularity contest.
And he did get MVP, But like I said, I mean,
even that, those are right. Even MVP is voted on. It's voted on in the players, and I think the council. But even that's still voted on too. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not about actual hard stats. And he was MVP not for his throwing game. It was for his running game. He's known for his ability to make plays, not downfield though, not plays downfield, plays with his legs. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you can love Lamar, and that's cool. He's a good player. He's a nice person, very nice, talented young man. But when you try to like make it seem what it's not, like, oh well, if he wasn't good at throwing the ball, then why is he MVP? Drew Brees is the only person. Remind you, Drew Brees. He's above. This is the one thing that Tom Brady has yet to do to take away from Drew Brees, because he's played so many more games than him. Drew Brees has 5 seasons of throwing 5,000 yards. Tom Brady just got his first one, and it was only because of the extra game, and that was last year. So, you know what I'm saying?
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Right. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. This thing
it's corny.
This is his 22nd or 23rd season, I think, going into the league now.
Man, he's played more football than I've been born.
No, but I'm saying it wasn't that much, right?
Yeah, man. He's played I think a whole extra 3 years. What is it going to be? It's going to be like 3 or 4.
It's going to be 20-something years, I think, in the league.
No, I'm talking about over Drew Brees. It's going to be like if you count all 2 years, 2 years. If you count, no, I'm talking about if you count as a starter.
Oh, as a starter.
As a starter,
Drew Brees when I think Drew Brees.
He would have like 5 seasons over here.
Yeah, Drew Brees came and started. Tom Brady came off the bench and came in after. So, I mean, Drew Brees might have had a head start, but I mean, they both had injuries. One, I think, hurt his leg. The other one,
Drew Brees had the worst.
Drew Brees was kind of booty in San Diego. He wasn't good in San Diego.
He wasn't the same right. He was when he came.
But he also wasn't starting in San Diego.
Yeah. Yes, he was.
So.
But just to get back,
not when he first got there, no.
But
he's had LaDainian Tomlinson.
Jeffrey Johnson said Lamar is an exciting player, but he's not a great passer, and that's why Hollywood Brown said himself, game don't fit his Baltimore. Like, his receiver thing doesn't fit Baltimore, and I think every good receiver is gonna feel the same way.
I think he was talking about the scheme, to be honest. I will say that in defense. He was talking about the scheme. He wasn't because he's not going to sit there and say Lamar, hey, it was because of Lamar that I know. He was talking about just the scheme. He wasn't
the scheme,
that right there.
But you got to realize the scheme fits.
It's all around the QB. Yeah, but I'm saying that the QB has no control over the scheme. If they're going to change it, they're going to change it. He's a QB. He can't tell them what to do and what not to do. He's not Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. So, like I said, that yes, the scheme is revolved around him, but at the same time, even if he was good at throwing, that would still probably be their scheme, considering he's good at running the football. So that was just more towards the scheme than anything. But yeah, it does show you that Lamar. If you just watch the games, like if you actually watch his games and not just like lie to yourself, you can see that he's cool at throwing the ball. But even him, he'd be like, shoot, I make stupid decisions with throwing the ball. He even says it himself. So,
yep.
Am I going to take a fan's word, or I'm going to take the man himself?
I mean, to be honest, just thinking this, though, Tom Brady been in the league for 20-plus years, got his first 5,000 yards last year. Jameis Winston already accomplished that already.
Right. That's why I just realized, like this person just said, Saints are not a part of the NFL winning nostalgia. It's like for some reason these cornballs just want to have this. Oh, we always gotta. You know what? To be honest, I don't even know if you want to be honest. If the nostalgia was that, like, if it was just based on nostalgia of winning, then Cowboys should be getting just drenched in love, but they get drenched in hate and despise. They get talked about a lot, yes, but it's not for the good reasons. They always talk about Dak's not a good QB, which is like I'm not even gonna argue. Like, I'm not even gonna argue somebody that does, because it's like you don't watch him. Yeah, he might have his problems, but name any QB that doesn't. like I said, the only QB that I can say that has like no flaws is like Josh Allen. But guess what? Even he has flaws, because I think I forgot. I think he was when against Atlanta, he threw like 4 picks against Atlanta. I think it was that game. He threw some like tremendous.
Yeah, he threw like 3 picks. Yeah.
Yeah, right. He threw some terrible stuff. So it's like
I think one of them was on his receiver though. I think
but overall he didn't even play good. Like even if you took away that,
defense is so good it can carry you through a game against a bad team like Atlanta.
And to be honest, that defense I can't even say it's good, because look at what they allowed Patrick Mahomes to do. And you can be like, it was Patrick Mahomes, but I don't give a damn who it is. It can be God out there. Like, man, you need to play defense.
They didn't have Trey White.
Yeah, they didn't have Trey White, but it was mostly that they were attacking the middle of the field. So that's like linebackers. I would see if they were attacking the sideline to sideline. But if you go back, the one play that happened, I think it was for Travis Kelce. If I'm not mistaken, it was somewhere in the middle, or it was like the
last play, or the one to get the
not the touchdown, but like one. It was I can't remember which one it is. But
he went up the seam.
Yeah, exactly. It was a seam. Like that's not even if Tre'Davious White was right, in that game, it's like that was just bad defensive execution. So I'll just blame the whole defense for that.
I mean,
like. I don't care how many seconds. Like I said, you can't. There's no excuses for that. Because it's like, I think of it like a coach. If I'm a coach, man, I'm not gonna be like you. Oh man, it's all right, guys. It's Patrick Mahomes. We're not supposed to win. Like, no, fuck all that. I don't care who it is. If it's Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, amalgamation of all of them combined into one QB, I do not care. You're supposed to just do your job and execute it right, because that's what we pay you for. You know what I'm saying? That's what you get paid here to do what's in your ability and play smart. Don't give up goofy stuff like a seam streak to Travis when he's if number one, if not the number one receiver, now he is for them. So it's like you just gotta watch out for that type of stuff. And as a defensive player, you gotta be on alert for those type of things.
Yep. Hey, y'all give me 1 second because we gotta introduce somebody else onto the show. And I always tell people this, person's the easiest person to introduce to the podcast, because all I have to do is click the video. Yeah, it's Jerry. Y'all know who it is. That's Mr. Jerry, They call him the
freaking G.
You heard him. The one who will bring those subscribers to you, Jerry. How you doing, Jerry?
What's good, Jerry?
What's good, fam?
It was good.
What's going
Yo,
on?
Jerry, I got a question. Jerry, I got a question, man.
What's up?
Look, I love your energy, man. We gonna need you to hold all that energy for our opening night, man. I can't wait until we get on here and our first game we play, we blow the shit out of one of these horrible teams we gotta go against. And I can't wait for you to just, talk this shit, because I'm gonna be talking shit with you. We're both gonna be hyped up, man.
We all gonna do that.
I'm right there with you, bruh. I'm waiting till that schedule come out on Thursday, so we know who our first opponent gonna be. We already know one of our opponents in London, but I'm worried.
Yep.
I'm waiting to see who's gonna be our first victim.
That would be crazy if that was our first game. The London game. Hey, you know what? You know what I had a what I thought when I saw that, I was like, who I really, out of all those teams, right, who I really don't hope we have to go against first is the damn Cardinals. Just because we are polar opposites. Cardinals start off hot as hell, and we start off cold as the frozen tundra. So if we I don't know, maybe the team's a little bit different now, because now we done replaced a lot of people, and a lot of people coming in and out. So maybe we're getting about Michael Thomas. So maybe that won't even be a discussion, right? But I like to think of consistent things, and consistently we haven't been super amazing for starters, except last year. Last year we came back whooping ass. Last year we came fighting, but before then we didn't start off too good. And if I was to follow that trend, that's a team I wouldn't like to see, because starting off cold against a team that's usually always hot in the beginning is not a recipe for a win.
Well, DeAndre got suspended for PEDs. So.
Yeah, I mean I would say they're still a threat.
Yeah, they probably do a threat. With the escapability.
And you could be like, and I'm sorry to cut you off, Hoodie, but I know it's like, oh, DeAndre got he got a 6-week slap on the wrist. We also got to remember, what if they even give Kamara 1 week? That would be if we have to go against them that 1 week, saying that's still a game changer. So it's like we got that, and not to mention that we've gotten beat by teams whose receivers weren't good, to be honest. Look at the L's we took last year. We took L's Giants. Took L's to the Giants, which Galladay is a good receiver, but he kind of lost his touch with the Giants.
No one could work on the offense.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? The other receiver, I forgot the rookie. He had his best game against us.
Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, and then not to mention, look at the way the Eagles do us. And you can be like, they have Devontae Smith.
This is a run game that does this.
But Devontae Smith wasn't doing shit that game. Excuse my language. Yeah. But he was that wasn't killing us. So that's why I don't care if the person doesn't. It's like, okay, do they have a triple threat run offense? Like 49ers, to be honest, I feel like if we didn't have the problem, hopefully. Oh my God! I just think of Kyle Shanahan with Trey Lance. They're gonna be on some triple threat, halfback running, wide receivers running, the QBs running, everybody's running. So, man, hopefully that's early on in the year too. Because if I see that game and it's like 15, 14, even 10, that could be a real pain in the ass. because that defense is a suffocating defense. You know, it would be good because, you know, maybe our line will be settled in and Nick Bosa won't just tear through it like butter. So, you know, that there's that, but also when it comes to their offense, they're probably going to get something done. And, you know, Kyle Shanahan's always going to cook something up with some run schemes, and he's probably the best run schemer in NFL coaching history, to be honest. If you want to be brutally honest, like he can scheme up a run so good, and you know, that's something dangerous. I wouldn't like that, especially they got Debo out there. I know he's coming back.
They might not. He might just hold out.
Never know.
No, they said he said he was coming back. So, you know,
yeah,
that team can be very scary.
I've been hearing stuff about that, about Debo Samuel requesting a trade and some stuff like that. But, you know, in the back of his mind, Debo likely is, from my perspective, I think he's still going to stay as a 49er. I mean, I just don't see him being traded to another team, because even though he asked for a requested a trade, I say to just keep him. I say, if I'm Debo Samuel, I'd stay.
Are you talking about Debo? Okay.
I would stay in San Francisco with all this hoopla going on around here and just end it and just move on.
Well, yeah, he said, like I said, he said himself. He came. I forgot when it was, but he did say, he's like, yeah, man, I'm coming back. He's like, you know, so I think their troubles is, you know, I think their troubles is kind of just that, you know, that's neither here nor there. I think it's like, I feel like a lot of Saints fans they be mad. I know we were mad when people were talking about Michael Thomas leaving. People like, man, he ain't leaving. And then it's like we get on here and be like, well, this star player is going to leave this team. It's like, well, you got to realize too that, you know, sometimes a lot of emotions come up with them young players, and maybe it's just something that just heats up a narrative. So if the players, if the player, man, if the player said, man, I'm chilling, if they ain't stressing about, yes, I want to leave, yes, I do, then I'll, you know, I'll let stuff play out. I'm not gonna make conjecture and kind of, you know, try and disrespect a team's fan base, you know, by being like, oh man, this person's coming, or, you know, DK Metcalf's coming to the Saints is guaranteed to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, I'll let it be, man. If they coming, they coming. If they leaving, they leaving. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, it's not gonna affect us over here, baby. We got a game plan.
Oh yeah, we got game plans for sure. But everybody that's, you know, on here with me, just reach out Mike for a few minutes, because I'm gonna try to get caught up on all these chats and stuff. I see another super chat that I'm gonna set out in a second. So just reach out Mike for a few minutes, and like I said, I'm gonna try to get caught up with everybody in the chat, because I know a lot of people was commenting. I wanted to get on to Ms. Linda King comment over here. She put, we need Landry as insurance for Michael Thomas, as much as we need a running back as insurance for AK, as much as we need a safety as insurance for May. What week will we finally be full strength? Yeah, I totally agree. That's why I've been telling people I would like Landry on the team. Like, yeah, we don't really need him, but yes, we do need him, because what if Thomas goes down again? Now you don't have a veteran, and you're back into basically square one, put in a dude like Chris Olave, who's a rookie, you know, trying to make him be, you know, more.
Hey, y'all better stop jinxing us. Hey, y'all better stop jinxing us.
Calm down, Chris. Calm down. We'll get back. We'll get back.
For real, don't do it like that.
Hey, we're not gonna do that. But reboot y'all might fucking finish my thing. Marcus Ryan said, another reason I'm confident in this offense is because of Pete Carmichael was with Breeze in San Diego at quarterback coach, then followed Drew to New Orleans. Pete will bring out the best in Winston. Yeah, I totally agree. I think he will open up the playbook a lot more, get, you know, Winston to where he needs to be. I really like it. And to be honest with y'all, I think he might just be a better, you know, play caller than some, because like I said, he don't have the ego. I don't think he has that creativeness like Sean doesn't have to be cocky like, oh yeah, I can do this with this quarterback and this and that. So I do agree with you, man. I think Pete Carmichael's going to bring the best out of Winston. He's in a good place where he's at right now. We also got the super chat, a $5 super chat from my boy Jono Barnes, man. Who that to you, Jono, man? If you have a few minutes more, like, click the link and come, chat it up with us if you want to, man. But who that to Jono Barnes? He said, congrats on 1K.
Yeah, come
Here
on
is
in.
a super chat for the Super Bowl. Yes. Hey, everybody that thinks the Saints are going to win a Super Bowl this year, go send a super chat. No, I'm just joking. I can't force y'all to do nothing about saying, hey, if y'all think they're going to win a Super Bowl, send a super chat. That's how I feel. But, I appreciate it, Jono Barnes, man. And, like I said, I appreciate the $5 bomb. You're more welcome to come join on and come chat it up. You heard Jerry yell it. He said, come chat it up with us, man. So, let me keep reading some more comments up in here, though. Let's see. Let's see. To change. I'm just trying to catch up and find some. Marcus Ryan said, all these so-called experts in the sports media saying our offense will struggle without Sean. Don't know how good Pete Carmichael is as a play caller. Yeah, I don't think they realize how good he really is. I don't think they really realize how good they are as a play caller. But hey, they just want to talk crap about the Saints. That's good. Every year when they talk about our Saints, what happens? The Saints get better. They play so good because they all vote against us, and we're gonna keep proving wrong. And that's just the Saints. We always prove people wrong. So hey, let them talk about
Man,
Yeah.
you already know what's going with this. F what you heard from these idiots.
Oh yeah, F these
That's
what they
saying. Because I'm sick and tired of all the. If some of y'all caught up with TJ Jones of the State of the Saints podcast earlier, talking about the disrespect media is on us, on the Saints. I tell you, these idiots in clown shoes, y'all see them every day. I do too. I said to myself, you idiots, you must forgot who this team is. You must forgot this team that did some magic. Even in the saddle cap. I'm talking about, the Saints gonna be under the gonna be over the salary cap. I said, you idiot. You forgot who the general manager is in this thing, bruh. You forgot Mickey Magic Loomis that created some money, and we can have some extra stuff. Come on now, stop all that disrespect and show some respect around here.
Yes, sir, Jerry. Rose City in the chat. He said, Hoodie Jube, do you think Latavius Murray would double back and maybe come back to New Orleans if they reach out? Maybe, but maybe not, just because maybe the way they, did him, he wanted to get paid. They didn't pay him, so they just cut him because they didn't want to pay him the salary. So, I mean, maybe. Like I said, it's just a maybe. I really don't know, to be honest with you. Like I said, it just kind of depends on how he feels, with his stuff between us. I just want to know what his connection is with us now after having the lead, because we had to cut him because we didn't, want to pay him that bag that he was on, for the contract. So we'll see, man. Who that? To Byron Parker, man. Who that to you? Jeffrey Johnson said Jerry won't never miss a show. Oh yeah, Jerry's always here, man. Everybody's always in here now, man. So shout out to all those who always popping in here. Yep. Jeffrey says, how many games y'all got the Saints winning this year? I'd say at least 12 to 13 games. I see us winning. At least.
Yeah. Same
Could
here.
be more.
I'm going to say 12 to 13 games is also.
Oh,
yes.
I'll personally say 14.
I say undefeated.
14?
So.
Yeah, I'll say 14.
We not winning no 12 or 13, man. We winning 14 games. The roster that got too good. The defense that got better. Man, listen here. We going back to them 2018 Saints, man.
Right. Yeah, you tell them, man. Tell them. All right, we going to pop it.
So we got Cliff in here. He said, we should be improved on both sides of the ball this year. Oh, definitely, man. We improved the defense. Like I said, yes, you lost Marcus Williams and Malcolm Jenkins, but you replaced them with Marcus May and Tyrell Matthews. That's an upgrade. Your D-line is still there. Your linebackers are still there besides Kawan. I think Kawan probably will sign at the end. If not, it will be with the Jets most likely. It will be out of those two teams. And I think we're straight on defense. Like I said, I think we improved, like you said. And on offense, we improved because we got Chris Olave into the mix now. You get a Michael Thomas back. that's already an upgrade because you get those people back, and then you just got to think, your whole old line's gonna be healthy again, man, and you're still getting Jameis back. He's coming back healthy. So, yes, we're definitely gonna improve. And I know we finished 31st last year in offense and stuff. I think we're gonna be a whole lot better this year. We're gonna be at least a top 15 offense in my eyes.
But do you think Jarvis Landry coming here? Do you think he coming here for sure?
I think he will. If it was out of us or the Ravens, do you want to go to a team where you're not going to get the ball? With the Ravens,
that's a fact.
We're not going to get the ball because like this. It's like this is how I look at it. So let's say the Saints offer him $10 million a year, and let's say the Ravens offer him $10 million a year. Would you rather go get paid basically a wide receiver number 2, maybe number 3 money, to go do the number 1 job for a team that's not really going to give you the ball and you're going to get aggravated? Or would you rather go to a team where you getting paid, the number 2, 3 to play, basically the number 2, 3 spot, and you get to play in front of your home crowd that used to, where you used to live and stuff, and you want a winning team? Because in the AFC, he said it on his thing, he wants to go play for a team that can win a Super Bowl. I don't see the Ravens winning anytime soon right now with the AFC stats, so he's better off coming to the NFC with the Saints, and you have definitely, like I said, a whole better chance of doing this. So I mean that would be my thoughts on your question, Hot Boy Nola. But let's try to finish these chats real quick. Questions in the chat real quick. So I'm just looking to see anybody that might have any questions on this. Let's see. Okay, I say they're talking about. Well, who that the clutch man in the chat, man? He's a Chiefs fan, so who that to you, man? And glad to see you back in here in the chatting up with us, man. So shout out to him for being a subscriber over here. Let's see who else got in here. Jeffrey Johnson said they do not want they did not need Latavius Murray. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I said, Latavius Murray would be that nice power back to add again, but I don't know how much he really wants. And like I said, I don't even know what his basically I don't know what his
contract.
I don't know if he got beef with us anymore. Yeah, you don't know what his contract is. Right. Second of all, you don't know if he's gonna have beef with us for cutting him and not wanting to pay him in the first place. Like the same thing with the Browns and Jarvis Landry.
Oh yeah, Baker. Oh yeah, that's a done data. Yeah, that's a done deal.
You know what I'm saying?
I think like you said, Philip Lindsay. I think either Mike Davis or try to get Saquon. Yeah. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Well, before I start reading everybody's chat in here real quick, we got to bring on one person on the show. We did ask the man to come on the show because, he was in the chat, and he said he wanted to hop on real quick to show a little love. So let's bring it to the, he's one of the Saints contact creators, really funny. And if y'all don't know who he is already, and you do meet him on here, you better go subscribe to his channel. Because he definitely makes all these funny, things. Plus, if you like wrestling, he does, he loves wrestling as well. So he does, he went to WrestleMania. He's going to show you a lot of the intros and stuff like that happen. It's pretty funny. The only thing is, I recommend, if you love hearing straight facts about your Saints and they're going to win, come here. If you want to hear a guy that he loves the Saints, but he just might not believe in them just now because they got to prove some stuff to him, then he's the person to go to. By the way, if you want to hear a lot of bullshit from one of his cousins that's a Cowboys fan that thinks he's all that, go there and see him too. I called out his cousin. Yes, I called him out a bunch of times. Never his cousin show up on the show yet, so I'm waiting to do that. So let's welcome to the Hoodie Jube Live podcast, my boy Jono Barnes, man. How you doing?
How do I follow up that introduction, Hoodie? Wow.
Jono!
What up, Jerry? What up, everybody?
What's up, man?
I'm doing good. Honestly, I'm editing videos for my channel, Hoodie. I don't want. Is that me in the background with the noise? I hope I'm not making the noise bad.
It could be, or it could be somebody else on. I really do not know.
All right. No, it's not me. It's definitely not me. All right.
Okay.
But I just wanted to come on for a quick little. I just wanted to show you some love, Hoodie. Honestly, congratulations on 1K. I know how they always say the first 1K is the toughest, and nobody deserves it more than you, Hoodie. What you've given to the New Orleans Saints community, as well as the NFL community, is second to none. Honestly, to give fans a platform to have their voices heard, and mind you, guys, Hoodie does this. Where he gives the fans a voice for them to talk and give all the analysis and whatnot for hours. And I'm talking hours. Like I've seen him 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Let the fans.
Bro, I'll still be asleep by that time.
Yes, indeed, Jerry. How do they do it? I mean, I've seen Hoodie go for like 7+ hour streams where he just let the fans let them say whatever they want to say. And look, not everybody does that with their platform. I don't do it. You know, I'm not a professional live stream or podcast person, but when I do live streams and podcasts, hell, I don't bring on that many people to speak on my show. I like to leave it in the chat box because Lord knows, y'all know me, I got a big mouth as it is. So I'm like, I'm gonna be talking enough. I can't have on the show. But Hoodie, man, I just want to say, man, again, congratulations. Nobody deserves it more than you. You've been so generous with your platform. You've been so generous with the donations you've given other people. You've been generous with the gifts that you've given with the giveaways and things like that. And now that you are over 1K, obviously you've shown earlier in the chat, in the stream, that you have the super chat feature. So I really wanted to get on to let all of your viewers know that Hoodie has given us so much. Now it's the time for us to give back to Hoodie. And I'm not saying we got to do it tonight. I'm not saying you got to do it right at this exact moment. But whenever you guys have the means to do it, please send Hoodie a super chat so he can use that resources to either invest in his channel, or maybe Hoodie just wants to get a nice, well-deserved drink or a meal. But Hoodie has done so much for the community that I really want to stress the importance, because, you know, Hoodie, you've given so many people a voice that doesn't have a voice, or channels or whatnot, to get their analysis out. So I hope that your community gives back to you the way that you've given back to us. I love your Hoodie. I'm gonna shut up and listen now because I gotta go edit my videos. I might as well again plug my channel. If you're not on my channel, youtube.com/JonoBones. I do the same stuff, but I could have said I also do a bit of variety stuff as well. I'll be live streaming Thursday right before Hoodie goes on, because I know it's gonna be a big day for the Who Dat Nation with the schedule release. So if y'all want to come, and I mean, I feel like Hoodie's kind of put a bad dark cloud on me. Talking about I'm not as I mean, I am positive, Hoodie. Jeez, I'm just a little more tempered with my expectations.
No, you're good. I met a guy. No, and I gotta lie to you. I met a guy on Facebook in this Saints chat, right? Me and him, you know, was having a friendly conversation. Then it got into a deep, you know, wanting to kill each other type of conversation, because it was over Jameis Winston and some stuff. And then afterwards, we made up and talked about it at the end, because at the end, when he finally told me one thing about it, and he finally like came to the conclusion of what he said, I'm like, if you would have said that from the beginning, you and me would have never been into this argument. He said, you know, on the argument, basically he was saying, you know, I don't know. I think our weakest position right now is our QB, you know, Jameis. He said, because our offense was 31st last year. I said, okay, our offense was 31st, but it's not because of Jameis. That was only 6 games. And he was trying to say I was making a lot of excuses for him, right? Well, bottom line, we started arguing, going back and forth, all these other stuff. And then later on, basically at the end, he finally comes out to the conclusion, like, dude, he's like, it's not that I don't want him to succeed. It's not like I don't think he can be a guy. He said, it's just like he's coming off the ACL injury, man. I said, if you would have told me that from the beginning, that you just don't believe in him right now because it's the injury, you got to make sure he comes back healthy and proves you, we would have never gotten to that big conversation we were arguing for like the past 2 days. So today we finally talked about it. We're cool now. But like I said, if people would just be real and just say, hey, it's this up front, and trying to say, I do believe in Jameis, but I don't think it's like Jono said it on his show before. I believe in Jameis, y'all. I'm just curious about it because now he's coming off ACL. See, he proved it right. But some days I'll just be kind of saying, what the hell are you even talking about? And you must wear somebody's shirt that I didn't like. But it's okay, though. I'm not going to shout them out on here because, I don't want to roast them on here, like I said, because they got me blocked on Twitter. So if they all watching this, they know who I am because I live in
by Sean Payton on Twitter, and I still love him. So you just got to keep the love.
Yeah.
Turn the other cheek. I believe in Jameis. Y'all hear how passionate Hoodie got when Jameis Winston came with that boy? Love him some Jameis, I tell you.
Hey, for real. Hey, Hoodie loves Jameis like I like Michael Thomas, man.
But I love it.
And same way when I love Chris Olave too, bro.
The way we are, and the bottom line is just the way that we all love our New Orleans.
I love the whole players, man. Every player.
Absolutely. And Hoodie, you give us the platform to have our voices heard. So again, I just wanted to come on right quick, Hoodie. I got to go edit my videos now for my upcoming skits that hopefully you guys like. Hoodie.
Oh, bro, it's awesome, bro.
I'll be on that, Jonas. I'll be on that with you.
Joe, you know I love all y'all. Hoodie, congratulations on the 1K. Again, guys, whenever you guys get the chance, because it's not, you know, you can do it tomorrow, you can do it next month, you can do it next year. He's officially over 1K. So Hoodie, from now on, has the super chat feature. Please show some support to Hoodie. Let's give back to Hoodie the way Hoodie gives back to us. Y'all know all I got to say now is, who that?
Who that,
man?
Who that?
Love y'all.
Big
Hoodie,
time. All right, Jonah. All right, man. Take care.
And Hoodie, Hoodie, don't get too big time on us. All right, don't becoming like a celebrity and all that, and act like you're too rich. All right?
I will becoming a celebrity one day because, like I said, yes, they can send the super chat to me, but I already told people 1,000 times before when the channel does come to this, you know, situation which it is now, we're over 1K. People can send super chats. All the money that they giving me is going straight towards the channel to buy better seats, you know, buy more tickets. I tell you, more donations to hospitals, more jersey giveaways, just more everything once the channel starts, you know, really growing. And like I said, I got so many more things planned for the future. I already told a bunch of people that I served on, a bunch of y'all before, that this channel is basically for my community and subscribers to give y'all the Saints facts that I love because I love talking about it. But I also can get the channel to grow where I get the money to give back to people. And like I said, once the money does come in, you know, us in Louisiana, you know, especially you know, definitely being from New Orleans, man, we hate hurricanes. We hate tornadoes. I want to help rebuild homes. I want to help rebuild people's football fields, you know, high school fields. You know, people were playing basically just on grass with like a little bench of chairs on the sideline. You know, I want to give them a stadium and give them a bigger name, you know, to make more people go play for the schools. You know, other people leave district and move out because they don't want their kids playing for a certain school because it's just, you know, they don't have the, you know, equipment in the field that they want their kids to basically, you know, succeed. So I got so many things, like I said, that I would love to do. But like I said, I just got to take it one day at a time, and that's why I'm doing small donations and small giveaways as my channel grows into it, you know, gets me to where I can do big, you know, donations.
That's love, Hoodie. Hoodie Jube Premier, everybody. Vote for Hoodie Jube, okay?
Vote for me.
I love y'all. Who that?
Who that,
Who that? Who that?
Thank you for coming on, bro.
That's all right, man. That's all right.
Yes, sir. So,
what's up, Slim?
What's up, OG? What's up, Hoodie? How everybody doing on this great Monday?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Doing fine.
That's what's up.
Yeah, my boy Slim Cell's in here too. And by the way, Buck Crazy's backing him in. He's a Bucs fan. He said, I ain't lying, but the media be trashing y'all. But as a Bucs fan, y'all play as hard as a, you know, battle for the South, man. Go Bucs, you know.
What up, Buck Crazy?
At least somebody, you know, I miss it. You know, I mean, if you was a regular Buck fan, you know, that's you're not a regular Bucs fan, but you know you're a cool Bucs fan. I'm talking about like the so-called Bucs fans because Tom Brady's there now.
Oh, the Tom Brady Bucs fan?
Yeah. Well, you got a Tom Brady fan.
You got some cool ones out there. You got some cool ones out there.
What's up, Marcus?
Yeah, you barely though. I'm like saying you barely find somebody that's really I guess you can say okay, you know what? I mean, I think we had one in the chat last time we went live. We had a dude that was
I remember
a damn Buccaneers fan. He was a Tom Brady fan, just trashed him at all and stuff, being stupid and all crazy. I'm like,
whoever watching in the chat, go watch that video. It's very entertaining.
Exactly.
It's entertaining, y'all.
But if you are a kid that cannot hear bad language, you do not want to watch the end of it because it got a little dirty with me mouth talking this dude because he was trying to trash us. But like I said, I just want to give y'all a hint. If y'all gonna feel offended by certain things, this guy did say. He did apologize at the end because he didn't realize how he was trying to talk. But it's the last live that I had. So the most recent one. But the guy literally said something about it, you know, us being trash, and he said something about, you know, the hurricanes and stuff, and we felt offended because like this is Louisiana, bro. You don't talk about hurricanes like that.
Right.
I don't know some stuff you remember the exact phrase he's like the exact words.
Oh yeah, he said Louisiana's basically only known for hurricanes and something else, wild.
Being a trash market and all that.
He was sweet. He was awful.
He was trolling. He was trolling.
It definitely made us mad. Definitely made us mad. But he literally apologized. He said, I didn't realize it was that bad, you know. He said, I do apologize. I told him, I said, hurricanes in Louisiana, man, people lose their houses, lose their belongings, lose their lives and stuff. And I said, you in here joking about that. But at the end of the day, he apologized, and then he went back on to troll and being funny. And then at the end of the damn video, like when he was leaving, he was like, he said, I love you still, and I hope you know I was just trolling the whole time. With y'all.
Right. I'll go check that out.
Yeah, go check it out. Yeah, he got
check it out, please.
Yeah, and that's
probably the funniest.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling you, when somebody hits me like that's one thing you talk about my state, you talk about my team and stuff. But shit, if you talk about Jameis Winston, you should see how he did get with people, man. I get mad, man.
Right.
I mean, my boy. I mean, just ask Josh the Fell fan when we was.
Hey, Jono said he ain't want to smoke. Hey, you right, Jono. He ain't want to smoke. As soon as it got real, he turned down, man. He turned the other cheek.
Yeah. Sorry, but y'all. Clutch, who is a Chiefs fan, by the way, he said fair. But I love what the Saints did this offseason. I love that y'all brought in Tyron, draft Olave and got Marcus Bay. Y'all defense is going to be great this season. Oh, yes, we're going to be great. And I appreciate y'all for not re-signing Tyron Matthews and taking Justin Reed. Now we can have Tyron Matthews back at home where he wanted to play. Ever since he was drafted, I mean, was in LSU, he always wanted to be drafted to the Saints. But he said with him being young and not having a kid, basically just being a young kid, it helped him grow up and mature, going to different places, to being at home, where he felt like he could have, been a kid still, because that was his home. He knew his people. He would have hanged out with his friends, that was making him hang like a kid still. So he grew up, got away from all that. 10 years later, here he is. He's back home with the New Orleans Saints, which I'm super excited. And like he says, playing in front of your family and friends, especially in your hometown for a team that you were cheering for, will make you want to play even harder, which is amazing, man. And we got Real Fan Sports in here. What's up, Real Fan Sport, man? If you got
Real Fans.
Hey, Hoodie.
Man. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, I got a question, man. So I don't know if you've been seeing, a lot of people have been trying to downplay him ever since he came to the Saints. People by, Saints fans and people got to remember that Tyron's not what he used to be, man. He's not the same guy. He's just getting older, and his production's just going down. And it's like, damn, if he would have stayed with the Chiefs, y'all have been talking about, man, this is a good move for them or anybody else. But I'm like, why y'all trying to downplay it over here?
That's why God of creation. That's why, because he signed with the Saints.
30.
All right, they be talking about. They always trying to downplay our shit, man. That shit annoying.
Yeah, that's the only reason. That's the only reason.
It's okay. Let everybody down. And I love what Dan said to Jeff Saturday. He was like, "Did you not just realize they added Tyron Matthews and them to the damn defense? The defense just got better."
Right? He said, "I don't care."
And
you heard what he said. Yeah, and you heard what he said to Jeff Saturday, right? He told Jeff Saturday, he's like, "The Bucs offensive line got even worse. And the defense is better." He's like, "So why are you saying you're shocked?" And he was talking about, we got Jameis Winston coming off an injury, and Michael Thomas coming off an injury. And I don't think he realized Michael Thomas coming off an ankle injury. But he wasn't talking about no Buccaneers with Chris Godwin, who's coming off an ACL.
Tweet.
So
that's what I'm saying. They be fiending, man. They be itching to get to the Saints. They be like, "Oh man, how we gonna talk shit about the Saints today, man? We gotta get that scratch in." Like, man, stop with the bullshit.
Yeah. But Real Fan Sports is in the chat. He asked us. He said, "What tough matchups are y'all looking forward to?" Bengals at home.
Oh God. Oh.
That's gonna be the. Okay, I'm telling y'all gonna watch it on TV. Y'all gonna see us home in the dome. The dome's gonna be half orange and black.
That's what that's why I be saying, man. We gonna see more damn orange than gold and black. Man, it's gonna be Orange City. You be like, damn, are we playing in Cincinnati?
Or they might wear purple and gold. They might maybe represent them in the LSU jersey. You might see more of that too, depending on if they.
I still don't. I don't even like the fact that we even have them in the home. It's like, Jesus, man, we're gonna.
Hey, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be like one of the most viewed games of the season.
Oh, definitely.
Because everybody's gonna want to see that matchup because Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are going home.
And that cornerback they got too. And that one cornerback they got. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, Eli Apple.
Yeah, that one cornerback they got.
He's gonna get his butt. But I hope they put him on Chris Olave, the young rookie, and let him cook him up all day.
No, you're gonna smoke him.
You put him on Michael Thomas. He ain't doing nothing. I see my boy Josh.
Man, he gonna get bullied.
You got a few minutes?
Josh?
Come on,
What's up, Josh?
Chat up with us for a little bit.
He gonna get bullied if he on Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas gonna shove him to the ground.
Yeah, that's going to be an exciting game.
Who that to you, St. John Butler? He said he's heading to bed. So good night to you, my man. He said 1K and a saddle by Jonah Barnes. Keep killing it, Hoodie. Who that to you, man? Hopefully one day we can get you on, man. And by the way, y'all, I'm so freaking shocked that nobody doesn't really know St. John Butler, and he doesn't have as many subscribers that I thought he would have. He does a lot of interviews with a lot of old Saints veterans, even some of the recent Super Bowl, veterans and, Hall of Famers. So if I was y'all, go subscribe to the channel and check out some of them interviews he had with those people. And I'm going to have to find out how he gets all these interviews because I need some interview with some Saints people too soon, And shout out to Big Q earlier, man, for having that having my boy Ross Jackson on there. And I don't know how it is. I never had Ross Jackson on my show yet, but I did talk to him about my show, and I think he checked it out. He said he would come on my show. But then, everything got crazy with all the off-season stuff, and then we went to the draft. I told him we'll wait till everything calms down, which is now. I think I'm going to hit him up soon to get him on. And when I sent the super chat, he said Hoodie, and he knew who I was, He said he seen the familiar faces, which was me, which is pretty damn cool for a dude like Ross Jackson to know who Hoodie Jube is. So, I'm going to get him on the show sooner or later to talk to him about the whole draft so far, off season, and what does he think, so far. So shout out to Ross Jackson as well with his channel Locked On Saints, man. Y'all need to go check that out as well and go subscribe to them if y'all haven't already. 504 Co. He said Hoodie Jube, Who That Nation legend. Much love, Hoodie.
504 Co.
I appreciate it. Jonah Barnes being a goofball that he always is. He said Hoodie Jube for mayor. That would be funny if Hoodie Jube became the mayor of New Orleans one day. Wouldn't that be funny? I think that'd be pretty funny.
Probably get a lot of votes, Hoodie.
Oh yeah, Marcus Ryan said Hoodie was going in on that show. Remember we was talking about not too long ago with the guy going trolling. Yeah.
Oh yeah, go check that out, Marcus. Check it out, Marcus. Go check it out.
Montreal David says, Who that to you, my man? Who that?
Montreal.
My boy Real Fan Sports, I commented already back to him, but he said he couldn't come on. He's got finals tomorrow morning. So hey, good luck with
bro.
your finals, my man.
Yeah, good luck.
Finals. Go pass them, and then maybe you can come on tomorrow because we will be going tomorrow. You know why? Because your boy Hoodie Jube is off from both jobs tomorrow, so we get to just chill, have a good day tomorrow, chat it up and everything. And sorry to everybody that usually does show up for my Motivation Monday shows. We didn't have one today because Crush wasn't able to make it today, so he said we'll just do it next Monday. So I didn't want to do the show, just alone. And stuff. Plus, I didn't get home till almost 6 or 7 o'clock today from my morning job and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go straight into just doing my live, on here. But like I said, I do want to appreciate everybody in here that helped me get to 1K. Because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be here. And I'm so happy to have super chats now because, like I said, I had 5 to 10 people before I even had super chats. Like some Self and God of Creation. I know y'all definitely remember this. Where I was reading people's chats and they were like, "Hey, where's your super chat button? You got over 1,000, or you're not even to 1,000 yet." I was even at 1,000. I think I was at 800 subs, and people were coming in here.
Right.
We want to see your super chats. We want to support your channel, man. How can I do that? And I told them, I said, I got a Cash App, but I don't really want y'all to send me a Cash App. I'd rather be through the super chats whenever I do hit that. So I do appreciate everybody that is sending it that way. And I said that we're not using no money off of this channel, just to pay my bills and stuff. That's why I wrote 2 jobs. That pays my bills. So that's why I tell everybody the rest of this money that's coming through here off of super chats, off of the views, and et cetera, that's all going towards, buying more tickets, better tickets for y'all can have better experience and stuff like that. Like I said, it's going to go towards more donations, more giveaways, maybe more money giveaways. Maybe we can do, if I can do some really good on super chats, maybe I can start doing maybe money giveaways every week. Maybe a jersey giveaway every week. To somebody, whoever wins can choose whatever jersey they want. Like I said, we're gonna get there. Give it up.
See, y'all keep talking about the Bengals having them in the first game. What about the Rams? The Bengals ain't got no defense.
No, we're not talking about the first game. They asked, he asked like what would be one of the not a tough matchup, like toughest with the tough. Yeah, toughest with the tough that you want to see. And the reason why I said the Bengals just because it's at home. You're going to have Bengals fan and have Saints fan because a lot of people love Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase from LSU because they're the national title. So, that was one of the last titles we had in a while since Sean Payton and them won one in 2009. So, like LSU and Saints, kind of be switching back and forth on who's going to win titles, So everybody loves them and would love to see them. So I feel like I said, it's gonna be half and half. You're gonna hear half of the dome cheering for them, half of the dome cheering for us, and they got a high power offense. And don't forget, their offensive line was so trash last year. They were last in the league, allowing the most sacks last year. And now they just added 3 Pro Bowlers, and they added a an offensive guy too from the damn draft. It's like, dude, they are making sure Joe Burrow is protected this year because they got the weapons. You saw what they did last year. Went to the Super Bowl, but couldn't finish the pass. The winning pass, the dude was wide open. Jamar Chase was wide open, and what happens to him? He gets sacked because the O-line was trash. Now you fix that up, I think we're gonna be just fine over here. By the way, we got another super chat from my boy Real Fan Sports up in the building. So who that to you? Thank you for the thing. He says congrats on 1K. Been blessing to you, bro. Yes, it is a blessing to be here at 1K. Like I said, you get the super chats because all the super chats going straight towards the channel for more giveaways and all that. Because the more giveaways you do, the more people you can get up in here and help them and give them stuff that they might not be able to afford. Like I said, Saints tickets. Maybe even other fans, like the Chiefs guy, Clutch. Maybe Clutch can't even, maybe he don't have the money. I'm just using that as an example. Clutch, I'm not saying you're a broke guy. I'm saying I'm using that as an example because we are over 1,000 subs. And I said, and I kept this, I kept this straight with everybody. I said, if we reach 1,000 subs before the football season starts, and we did, what am I going to do? I'm going to do tickets giveaway, not only for my Saints home games, we're also going to do it for the game of the week. So every week, if one of your teams, so Clutch, you're a Chiefs fan, if one of your teams, your Chiefs plays a game of the week against somebody and you wanted to go to one of those games, all you got to do is comment down below and say, hey, I'm a Chiefs fan. I want to go to this game of the week. I am a sub to you. Can you get us a ticket? You'll get a ticket and we'll send it to you for becoming a sub. So, Real Force fans, thank you for the $5 super chat. And I truly appreciate it, man. And we're going to continue on to shout everybody else out real quick, and then we're going to get back into talking over here. We got Josh the Goat, man. I know he came over from Big Hughes, the Pro Media Network over there, the Sports Corner. So who that to you, Josh the Goat, man? Rob Mormon said Super Bowl predictions. Well, guess what? If the Saints somehow get Jarvis Landry, which is almost the case, Rob Mormon, this would be my predictions. I would have to say Bengals versus Saints, rematch from whenever we play them this year. I can maybe see Bills and Saints. Now, if I had to pick another team besides the Saints, I can see the Rams repeating themselves, going to the Super Bowl again. Or if it's not the Rams, and you have to look at the team, the one team that I would say that could be sneaky, depending on, just hear me out, if he can get his passing up a little bit, I think the Eagles can be a sneaky team to sneak that way now, having 2 good receivers on their team now, and Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. And they upgraded their defense with Jordan Davis up front next to Fletcher Cox.
You know who I think is a really good sneaky team that I'm not gonna lie, y'all gonna be shocked, but I think if you look at it, this is gonna probably be our hardest game. The Raiders. That team is absolute hell. I just look at them. I just look at Devontae. I look at Waller. I look at Josh Jacobs. I look at the consistent defense. I'm just like, hey man, that's a hell game.
I'm surprised if we got their Spacer wide receiver.
You said their what?
You forgot to say their speedy receiver last year who had.
Yeah. What's his name? I forgot his name. I think his name
was Hunter Renfrow.
Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah, dog. Hey, but you know why I told people I'm not really like, even though I got some Raiders fans in here because I support Dirty Raider, remember. But the reason why I still don't believe in them just yet is because I'm waiting on them to get them another legit corner to help out because their corners ain't that great. And I feel like if they go get a dude who like James Bradbury, who's a free agent right now, if you can get him onto that defense and help that DB room, because your front seven is great. You got Chandler Jones on one side, Matt Crosby, and then you go to your linebacking core, who was pretty damn decent last year. But I think what their weak spot, like I said, is the DB room. That's where they need help. Remember, they were talking about trying to get Tyrone Matthews, but we got him. So I'm saying that they would have added Tyrone Matthews and one more good corner to that defense, Raiders would be real scary. But that's the only thing I feel like the DB is gonna get killed.
I do agree that is a problem, but it's like, look at some other teams that don't have some that do good, that don't have the craziest DBs, such as was it the Bengals? You know, their DBs aren't the crazy. Well, their secondary is pretty good, but their corners, they're okay. The Chargers.
Oh my Lord.
Sorry,
I'm not laughing at you. I'm not trying to cut you off, but I have to cut you off for this one super chat that came in. Lucas in here, y'all. Coach Big Low, the Falcons YouTuber. And the funny thing is every time he's live, I try to squeeze in there. That's a super chat.
What's up, Big Low?
The reason why I send him a super chat every time is because of what he commented. And let me see if I can do the same thing. Big Low that's over here.
Let me see
We got another chat in here, y'all. It's a $4.99, but let me do my best Big Low expression.
Let's see it.
That's a Superman chat. I tried, brother. I tried to do it like you, but we're not as good at you. Coach Big Low, if you're in here still and you got a few minutes, hit the link. Come hop on. Come tell me about your draft and stuff so far, and come do the that's the Superman chat for me, because it definitely sounds a whole lot better with you, and it'll be really cool. So I'm saying, if you want to click the link, come hop on real quick, man. If you do have a chance, man. So do that to you. Thank you for your $4.99 super chat, man. That's a Superman chat. See, I gotta think of something like that, but I gotta think of something for the Saints, man. I gotta think something the Saints related, man. I just don't know what to do. I don't know if y'all want me to dance to start stripping. I don't know what y'all want to do. What y'all want to do?
Who said start stripping?
I ain't go. I ain't go.
There goes my channel down the drain, right? Inappropriate.
You might get views, you do that, man, but somebody gonna post you.
Somebody gonna put me on TikTok.
Saints fans start stripping.
All right.
It'll be okay, y'all.
Who that stripping?
But I got Barry Knight. Who that to you? He said, "Whoa, what's up, Hoodie Jube? Who that to the best fans in the NFL? I was just checking in. Love the show. Keep up the good work, bro. Respect. I appreciate it, Barry Knight, man. Who that to you, man? And glad you're loving the show over here, man." Let's see. Oh, damn. Real Fast Ball said, yeah. And if they would have hit Jamar, I would have won $2,000. They killed you on the $2,000. That is sad.
Tough.
Damn, bro.
Tough. That's super tough. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I like that we are hated a lot, because guess what? When these bets come in and I see another bet that's like, oh man, everybody and their damn mother's picking this team over the Saints. Man, I'm betting the house. I'm betting everything I owe. I'm betting my soul just to get 3 times this back, man. I'm about to be making bank.
Marcus Ryan said on here, he said like God of Creation was saying, if we get the Cardinals at the beginning of the season, that would be a tough game as well. That he was answering Real Fan Sports. So, hey, like you said, they could be, depending on how they perform without D-Hop. They don't have Christian Kirk anymore either now, too. Remember that?
Right. Yeah, they got some. But like I said, that was just like a I'm really worried about them during the first half. If we start off slow, they're good. They can easily beat us if we start slow and they start fast. But that's not, like I said, the Raiders is that's the team I just want to like close my eyes when that comes down to. Even though I want to just say we're just gonna slap the Everlute mess out of them. Sometimes you got to give people credit, unfortunately. So I feel like they can do good.
Who that to you, Dime, man? Welcome to the chat, my brother. We got Die-Hard Saints in the chat. Shout out to Hoodie and the Hoodie Squad. Yeah, shout out to you, Die-Hard, man. How you doing, my man? Real Fan Sports said Eagles had a great draft, but I think they got 1 or 2 more years for Jalen to develop. I don't even know if they're gonna give him 1 or 2 more years. If it ain't this year,
I think that's it for him.
They're gonna draft another quarterback somewhere. That'll be my prediction.
They don't operate like that though. They. I
mean, we'll see, man. I mean, you saw how quick they try to move on from Carson Wentz. So
hold up. You said the Commanders?
No, we're talking about the Eagles, how they moved on from
because you said Carson Wentz, so I'm like, wait, hold on, he's not with them anymore. But yeah, I mean,
he's with the Commanders now.
I mean, but didn't he play what? How didn't he play like 5 years for them? 4, 3, 4. So he had a decent. It wasn't too crazy, but he had a chance to do something.
And once those injuries came, it went down.
Right.
We got Bria in the chat. Y'all, Bria said deluxe. She said, let's talk about football. Yeah, let's talk about some football.
All right, Bria.
Let's see. Barry Knight said, I know we don't play them, but the Buffalo Bills are loaded as well. Oh, yeah. I think they setting themselves up for a Super Bowl this year, to be honest with you. They loaded. James Cook, running back now.
Yeah, they going crazy.
Yeah.
Brian Miller.
I like it. Eugene said a half decent draft won't get the Eagles anywhere near the Super Bowl. Like I said, depends on how Jalen Hurts performed. They did pretty damn good last year, and adding one of the best defensive tackles in the game that's so athletic, and Jordan Davis put him right next to Fletcher Cox for 1 year on that defensive line. They added Hassan Reddick to that D line too. And then you still got Darius Slay and them in the backfield. So their defense is straight, and their offense just got upgraded with A.J. Brown now to the team with Devontae Smith and them. So, I mean, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how they do. And I think, in my eyes, I feel like Jalen Hurts is going down the same route as Lamar Jackson, where you're just so good at running, but you're growing the thing. And so they're doing all these schemes for you to try to win games, but eventually a team, especially people in your division, knows how to stop you if they play against you twice a year. And people are going to figure out how to stop you running in your schemes. And it's just, they're definitely going to get stopped like Lamar do every year, I really do. Coach Big Low said, laugh out loud, that was perfect. Hey, I'm glad it was perfect, but like I said, if you got a minute, click that link and come, give me yours, and let everybody hear it. Not everybody knows you. So we need to know. And I want to ask you a few questions if you have a few minutes, my man, because I want to ask you about what's your thoughts on the draft of your team so far. And, just want to ask you a few questions. I haven't been able to catch some of your lives because I've been busy over here. Real Fan Sports said, if you start stripping, you might get some dollar bills, super chats. Oh, yeah. It's going to be coming right through the damn, laptop, coming straight to me.
Make it rain.
Let's see. Oh, Wildtown's in the building. Who that to you, my man? I see you came in here. My buddy, he said, Hoodie, rather resign Landry or not, we are deep at receiver. Having Harris, basically Deontay Hardy as a number 4 is not terrible. Oh, no. And he's going to be your deep threat this year, too. Real Fan Sports said, that's true. They're ready to drop people in Philly. The fans are brutal. Yeah, oh, yeah. Some of our fans are, I'm not going to lie, some of our fans are getting like that, too. I'm not going
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Right. You're right.
Some of our fans are a little like that. Some people, but I'm not going to lie. I think some of the people that are like that ain't real Saints fans. They just from the Super Bowl era, and they feel like they, or they just came in not too long ago when we went 4 years in a row in the NFC South, People that's been there don't talk like that. I don't think, none of us never really said that. Nobody really talks about just dropping. I mean, got a crazy sometimes talks like that, but I mean, at the end of the day, he comes back.
Oh, wait,
like,
hold on.
1980 crack.
What do you mean? You talking about
Yeah, you remember how many times you already said you needed to drop Callaway last year? You wanted to drop Adam Troutman a bunch of times already. Like, you got some players.
I didn't say drop Callaway. I just say he wasn't good, and y'all couldn't handle the fact that he.
You were saying he was a bum, and you said
I did say Adam Troutman. I still hold to that. Y'all, you can't convince me Adam Troutman's good. Sorry.
Hey, he's gonna be good this year. Just watch. He's gonna make. He's gonna change your mind this year. He's gonna change your mind this year. Right?
Hey man. Hey, look. You know who's gonna change my mind is Taysom. That's him and Jawan.
Hey, but Bria, she said, "Laugh out loud. What's up, Jube? Miss you, brother. Hey, I've been good over here, and I know you missed me over here. Me and now because just to give everybody a quick shout out for Bria. Me, Bria, my boy Keenup. Like I tell y'all, I met Keenup 10 plus years ago when I was younger. We met on the video game playing the Xbox 360. Right, became best friends, and ever since I met him in Miami. He met me out here in Louisiana. We all hung out, basically brothers. Well, Bria, we met her through video games and stuff like that, playing games with her, and we was playing Fortnite and all kind of games. Was always having fun, And then eventually, you know, my YouTube channel just started. I decided, I was like, me working 2 jobs and me doing my YouTube, I feel like if I did more effort and, you know, put all my time into just working these 2 jobs and basically just going live every night when I can, I felt like, you know, that would be the best opportunity for me to grow the channel. And look at it now. We're over 1,000 already, and super chats are coming. So, you know, we're here now. So, like, so yeah, definitely sucks not to be able to play with people like Brady, because he's fun to play games with and talk to, you know, my boy King Up. But at the end of the day, when the channel does blow up eventually, and I have the money coming into where I can have to work 2 jobs, you know, and I can do all the giveaways to help people and keep growing the channel even more, then I'll have more time to do stuff like that, you know, get back on and just chill with people, you know. But right now I'm trying to push this, you know, channel out there to where we can, you know, help everybody out there. Because like I said, not everybody, you know, have the money to be able to go do stuff and be able to afford stuff. And I think be able to do this, what I love, which is basically speaking football, especially about my Saints, man, and be able to give back. Like I said, me giving back to people just, you know, makes me smile every day. Like when I see somebody at my job that, you know, look like they shorthanded on money or shorthanded on this and that, I go right on ahead and help them out, you know. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know. I just want to ask everybody in the chat real quick. I just need to know y'all answer. Have y'all ever went to a restaurant and got served on? And let's say the server was good, but the kitchen was horrible. You know, they kept messing up on your stuff, and they kept being, you know, messing up things, and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't the server fault. And the managers there at the restaurant just didn't give a damn, right? And they didn't want to take off nothing, and just, you know, like they keep getting it until they finally get it right. And by the time they get it right, you're just ready to take it home and you're aggravated because you haven't eaten none of your food, right? So, and they don't want to give you a discount, right? Have you ever had a server do what I did? Because whenever I have a lot of those, I'll be like, hey, is there any dessert that y'all would like to have? You know, I said y'all ain't gonna be charged at all, and y'all not gonna be charged at all. I said that's on me. You know, I'll do it because I said I don't want y'all leaving here all mad. And I treat people to desserts and stuff because it's stuff like that, you know, because even though it's not my fault, and they even said it's not your fault, you shouldn't be doing this, buying this stuff. And I said, I want y'all to leave happy instead of them, because I said they don't care. They worry about that.
You know, hey, Hoodie, that's a W, man. That you hey, I ain't gonna lie, you the hey, that's somebody great you want on your team, man. Somebody you decided you wanted to take a L for the whole corporation when you could have been, hey, this ain't got nothing to do with me. It's not even my fault. This is their fault. You know you a good person for that, because Lord let it be me. I ain't taking. Hey man, that's up to y'all, man. Hey, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Hey, look.
Y'all, we got a special guest coming on the show, because I did invite that person on, because I told y'all this person never. I don't know if y'all haven't seen my boy Big Love Country. He just knows how to do his super chat thing really well, because he gets them all the time, and he does it every single time he gets a super chat. So I told him I needed to come on the show, do the super chat chant for us, you know. And then, like I said, I'm going to ask him a few questions about his Falcons. I needed to know what his opinion on the draft and etc. So let's bring on my man, the Big Love Country, the creator of the that's the Superman chat.
What's going on, Bo?
Nothing much, man. How you doing?
Man, shoot, brother. We fared apart the cloudy, man. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. I had some grease. I'll slide you a piece, folks.
Well, I brought you on here. You know, I know everybody wants to hear that. You know, not that that's a Superman chat, but I figured we can save that for last when you leave. The quick question I wanted to ask you was, you know, with your Falcons drafting, I mean, was you happy with the Drake London pick at number 8, and also was you happy with getting Desmond Ridder in the third round? Like, what do you think of your picks? You know,
I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Hoodie. Whenever we took Drake London, I initially wasn't too happy with it. You know, Falcons they've had issues getting to the quarterback for a long time. I think we just had 18 sacks last year, so you know, I'm sitting here thinking, man, you know, we could get a quarterback. I mean, we could get a wide receiver a little bit later in the draft, right? But then after I thought about it, you know, he kind of fits the scheme very well, and You know, he's a big body guy who, you know, wins contested passes. And as it's growing on me, I got to deal with it. There ain't too much I can do about it, Bo.
I mean, when I watched it and I looked at it, I was like, you know, it is a pretty good pick for you. Like, I understand what you were saying with the sack situations, but I mean, y'all really had nobody right now, right, at wide receiver besides, you know, your tight end, Kyle Pitts, because your boy, what's his name, got suspended. Calvin really got suspended. Russell Gage went to the Bucs, and Julio got traded 2 years ago, I think it was, or a year ago. So, like, y'all have nobody right now besides literally no-name receivers. And I feel like getting the receiver to finally, you know, to help out Marcus Mariota for right now. And now y'all drafted Desmond Ridder, who maybe could be y'all next franchise quarterback hope that y'all hoping can have a weapon, and a guy like Drake London, you know, and then Kyle Pitts. And like I said, it just kind of hopefully Drake London turns out to be that guy, right? You know, because he is 6'5", you know, athletic, you know, like you said, can win the contested catches and stuff like that. So I like the pick, you know. A lot of people in my chat was telling me, you know, before the draft, you know, was asking, you know, like, who would somebody y'all like to see us draft? Some people said, I like Drake London. But me, my 3 picks the whole time for me that I wanted the Saints to draft was, number 1, it was going to be Chris Olave or Jameis Winston, which we did get the Chris Olave. And then the other guy, the third guy that I really loved that I think everybody slept on in the draft was Traylon Burks. And Tennessee Titans got him and traded A.J. Brown. Just like that for Traylon Burks. Like I said, Traylon Burks is basically, he reminds me of a Deebo Samuel from last year. He can do it all, but he's so much bigger than him and taller. So I mean, I like it. You know, like I said, I like your Drake London pick. I don't know about Desmond Ridder. Like I said, to me, I felt like all these quarterbacks in this draft just was not worth it. And when they were all hyping us up about a QB, I'm like, dude, I got Jameis Winston as my QB. I do not give a damn about none of these quarterbacks. You got Andy Dalton as your backup, and you just got a 4th round or 3rd round quarterback last year in Ian Book. So I'm like, why would I write about a quarterback? And I'm glad we did it, you know. But I'm saying that I think it's pretty good for y'all to actually get them in the 3rd round, because a lot of these quarterbacks were predicted to go in the 1st round or maybe even the 2nd.
I think getting him in the 3rd round, I think that was definitely a good thing. It's a low risk, high reward kind of situation. You know, you got a kid who, you know, a quarterback in the 3rd round is a whole lot cheaper. I'm thinking we're saving like $25-30 million over the course of his first 4 or 5 years, since we took him in the 3rd round. That's good for us, not so good for the kids. But you know, we're hoping that, you know, we could create that winning window, you know, while he's still on that rookie deal for these next 4 to 5 years, and, you know, try to make a run pretty soon. That's the hope. But you know,
I think y'all got the side. Yeah, y'all really have a good side. Like, this is how I feel about y'all. Yes, I think y'all not gonna do barely nothing this year because y'all literally couldn't have no cap space because of Matt Ryan's big cap hit against y'all, even though y'all got rid of him. And I felt like that's going to kill y'all. And then they said, but next year, y'all going to have a hella cap space, you know, to work with and be able to get some people. So I feel like in the next 2 years, y'all should be a really great competition again, because y'all should be able to draw in a lot of people with this money, get a lot of big name people to help out on offense and defense and even it out. And I feel like if y'all can get y'all one more good corner to add alongside AJ Terrell, like how we got Lattimore and we found Paulson and Debo last year to be that guy that's going to probably produce. And I feel like if y'all can find somebody like that, I think y'all good, because y'all re-signed Brady Jarrett, I think it was, y'all signed back, if that's how you say his name.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, y'all got him back. Y'all still got Deion Jones. Currently, I was hearing there was rumors of y'all maybe releasing him because y'all was maybe in a rebuild mode, but I haven't seen him be released yet, so I don't know if that rumors are true or not.
Yeah, I think I'm hearing rumors that we might be trying to trade him. I'm hearing that the Dallas Cowboys might be interested in trading for him. You know, he doesn't fit our scheme. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. Like, he don't fit our scheme, man. He's just a little bit too small. We run predominantly 3-4. Most of the time that 3-4 under. Whenever we have that defensive end playing that 5 technique on that tight end. So I mean, it's going to be interesting, brother. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds.
If I was y'all, I would keep him. The reason why I would keep Deion Jones, because him, and I believe I think it's Levante David from the Bucs, if I'm not mistaken. Those are the two linebackers that are always really good at stopping Kamara because they're quick enough to try to, get to him and stuff like that. And I think when we play y'all, that's why Kamara doesn't always have the biggest game. Sometimes it's because of Deion Jones. And I feel like if y'all let him go now, then how y'all gonna stop Kamara?
That is true. That is true. But the thing is that, whenever we play against everybody else, it's like we get ran, we just get drugged, we get kicked in between the washing machine and the dryer on the run game. that 3-4 defense, it just ain't made for Deion Jones. It's like eating cereal with a fork, boy. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah. Hey, I bet you would have been happy. Like, I know you said you was happy afterwards, seeing Drake London being there, knowing that you don't have no receivers, he's big, physical, and all that. But I bet you, knowing that you could have even drafted Jordan Davis, a freak athlete on the D line to stop the run, athletic enough to chase out to the outside for a running back. I'm telling you, I bet y'all really would have loved that, huh? I can see you shaking your head right now. You mad about that, huh?
Man,
and he's from Georgia, and you're a Georgia fan too. I just thought about that too. I forgot you're a Georgia fan too, so you would have loved that.
But that one hurt, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. We were hoping that we were gonna trade back down to get them with 12th pick or something like that, but it didn't work out. I would have loved to have Jordan Davis to play beside Grady Jarrett. But it's one of those things, man. It be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Whew. I just thought about that too. I know you said, getting to the quarterback with Seth. I said he would have been perfect, especially stopping the run too. Like you said, y'all need to stop the run. That dude can stop the run. And the fact that if they kick it out to the outside like Kamara, that dude is actually quick enough to get to the outside for a big dude like him. Man, so I'm saying a lot of teams that passed up for him are crazy. Like I told everybody, if he was on the board still for the Saints, I think we would have snapped him just because of Dennis Allen, being a defensive coach. But soon as I'd seen us traded up, I knew it was going straight for Olave or a receiver, Jameis Winston, because I seen two receivers go back, almost back to back, Drake London and then, Garrett and Wilson. And then when I knew we traded up, I knew it wasn't for no damn quarterback. I knew it was got to be one of the receivers. And then we all were praying, like, yeah, we do want to do like Trevor Penny, a tackle to protect Jameis Winston because Armstead is gone. But we said if Jordan David is there, you can't pass up on that guy. You got to get him. You can't let him fall. But the Eagles probably traded up to get a receiver too, but then they didn't realize Jamison Williams was going off the board to the Lions, and then they were just like, oh, screw it. I mean, the best available player is Jordan Davis, so let's take him. And I think that's how it felt.
Exactly. Well, look, man, I just want to come on here and tell you congratulations for getting your 1K. It is much and very well deserved. You are definitely a beautiful soul. I definitely love your content. I don't get a chance to comment or come on to join you all the time, but much love to you and the rest of the Hoodie squad. And I just wanted to come on and tell you congratulations, my brother.
Well, I appreciate it, man. And like I said, I know when the season starts, we can definitely have us a little collab over here, with the Falcons versus Saints, especially when the season starts, whenever we find out what schedule it is. I know you're always busy, though, because you're always on my boy Big Q, but I'm going to tell Big Q I got to borrow you for one night. He's going to have to just find him another Falcon YouTuber for right now.
Hey, man, you already know, bro. You already know, man. Yeah. You know how we link up, man. But definitely, man, I
definitely respect you, too. I definitely respect you. And, like I said, you got to do it on your way out, the super chat, everybody. But they know how it really sounds without me doing it.
Well, I was hoping somebody would send one in to you so you could, you could have got the legitimate one. But
yeah, let's see. Somebody send a super chat real quick. Hurry up. He wants to do one. Somebody send $1. Somebody send $1. Somebody. Come on, somebody send one real quick before he gets off. He wants to do the da 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 da. But mine ain't as good as his still.
Cause it's one of those things. You can't do the Superman chats for free. You do. They don't hit the same.
Yeah.
You do them for free. They don't hit the same. They ain't got the same passion behind it.
Yeah, I feel you. Hey, somebody send $1. Come on, y'all. I know y'all want to. I know y'all want to hear it. Oh, here we go. Right here. Here we go. We got 99 cents for my boy, the real fan sports right here. Let's see.
Oh man, we got a few of them coming in. Okay.
Oh yeah, we got a few of them coming in. Yeah, hold on.
The tradition. Hoodie. We got to make sure we do one for every last one of them. So Real sports. I mean, real fan sports. Much love to you. Thank you so much for supporting my homeboy Hoodie's channel. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman check. Also, till the legend. Much love to you, my brother, with that $4.99. We definitely appreciate that. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman check. Also, Megan, thank you so much for the $2. Much love to you. Definitely appreciate that, man. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman check.
I might need you to stay in here. We got about 10 more coming in. No, I'm just joking. Just think of like 10. Look, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it one day, and you're not even gonna expect it. When my channel grows bigger, and I got these thousands of people following me, I'm literally gonna raise the channel and tell every single one of them, "Here's some money. You know, I'm sending y'all. Y'all better send super chats after super chats, and we're gonna get this man tired of saying, you're gonna be like, excuse me, a commercial break. I'll be back with the rest of it."
Oh man.
Well, I appreciate it, man, for coming on, definitely, man. But I always love to tell the Falcons, supporters, like the YouTubers and stuff like that. And I always like to tell y'all who that to y'all. And all I can tell y'all is 28-3.
28 to Lord. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Hey, y'all take our money back from Hoodie.
Hey, Phil. All right. Hey, tell them, man. We are all. It's a hate. We all gotta band up and hate the Bucs. It's not a Saints and Falcons rival. It's not. Falcons and Panthers. It's not a Panthers and Saints. It's us three against the Bucs.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I don't like y'all, man. It's all love, brother.
It's all love at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right on.
Well, if you want to tell everybody in the chat, how they can find you on your YouTube channel, just in case they ain't subscribed, they should, because most of these people are from Big Q. So,
Oh, okay. Definitely, man. My name is Big Low Country. You come check me out at Coach Big Low Country Sports here on YouTube. I'm sorry, y'all. Just want to let y'all know I'm from the country, so it's spelled Kuntry. I didn't realize I was spelling it wrong until I graduated from college. So I'm sure that y'all put it in there. But definitely, man. Thank y'all so much for letting me come on. And the old dog finna jump in the bed, boy. I can't stay up like I used to, boy. It's rough getting old.
All right, yeah. Exactly. You need that sleep.
That's it, bro. That's it.
All right, man.
All right, man. Good luck to y'all, man. Good luck to y'all.
Y'all too, man.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Y'all stay easy.
Yeah, of course.
Do that to you, man, and go Falcons.
No.
Man, that was awesome. All right, that was awesome. Big Low makes it hard to hate Falcons, man. What I'm saying? There's some days where you want to troll Falcons, but then you have them people like Big Low. It's like, man, they're not so bad, man.
Yeah,
Falcons, I'm sorry, y'all get no passes. I mean, not Falcons. Bucs, y'all get no passes. I don't care who y'all got.
Y'all see what real fans sports for? Can we keep donating 99 cents into his voice? That's why I said we're gonna raid his channel one day when the channel gets bigger, to where I can just donate some money, cash app everybody some money, tell them hurry up and go donate to his chat real quick to mess with him. I think it'll be really, really funny, man.
Hey, look, Hoodie, your favorite subscriber hopped on and commented, man. You see him? 5150 clips.
He's back.
Yeah.
He's here.
He's back, y'all. But guess what?
He's here.
No matter how much he is a Bucs fan, no matter how much he trolled us and made me mad that night, he did apologize. But he did come in here and he did comment something that was nice. He said this is a fun show with the heart show, but he said go Bucs because he is a Bucs fan because of Tom Brady. He did admit it. He just said the reason why he is a Bucs fan is just because of Tom. He's a big Tom Brady. Wherever he goes, he's gonna go. So
right on.
Yeah, who that to him,
You're right.
So
right.
Hey, you right 5150. You right 5150. It is y'all time. Y'all time to lay in the dirt.
But
shout out to Till, man. Till the legend was in the house, man, with that super chat.
Shout out. If Michael Thomas stay healthy, I got the Saints winning 12 to 13 games. And that's generous, Tyrese. Because look at this. I say if Michael Thomas stays healthy all year, we got 14 locked now. 14 of them boys. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of people, I think a lot of people want to be generous and be like, oh, well, it's not like the Saints are, they got to lose something. It's like, nah, man, we got plenty of opportunities to just, just dust off some competition, especially, and don't let the big competition be at the beginning and we have a good start, because then it's really going to be bad news.
Oh, yeah.
But before we start talking again, we're gonna definitely come on here and let you know somebody else. I gotta introduce this person onto the show, and the person that I want to introduce loves getting into it with my boy God Creation, but loves himself over here, And I'm not gonna tell people this person is so hard to just to try to get DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett from, but like I said, it's so hard because this woman wants. I don't know why she said it. She wants 35 plus years of all our draft picks plus unlimited cheese doodles for the rest of her life, just for her to give us DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. I told her no. So you know what? Let's welcome her all the way from Australia to the Hoodie Jube Live podcast, and let's welcome her bear over there, Paula Bear. So let's welcome her, Miss Megan. How you doing, Miss Megan?
Hey guys, congratulations, Hoodie. As I said in the first super chat, I am so proud of you getting to 1,000, getting super chat. I just want to let 5150 know that I'm looking forward to something happening on the 13th of November in Munich, Germany, between the Seahawks and the Buccaneers. I'm not sure if you fellows know, we are playing the Buccaneers in Germany, and that's 2 weeks after my trip to Seattle. So it looks like I'm extending a trip to watch the Seahawks and Bucs. But also, I wanted to let him know that I finally bit the bullet and downloaded Madden 22. Of course, I'm the Seahawks owner and coach. And guess who I had as my QB in Seattle?
Russell Wilson.
No,
what did you?
Drew Brees. Well,
that goes without saying. No, I had Tom Brady.
Yikes.
And I flipped him. I traded him straight away because he was underperforming.
Wait.
Real
quick.
Good God Almighty. Good God Almighty, fellas. Pardon my blasphemy. It felt damn good. And now I do have Russell God as my quarterback.
Yes, sir.
So,
the man himself, the myth, the legend.
I have to say that Paul Allen Bear, like his namesake, is the owner of that team, and he wanted Tom to go. Who am I to argue with the Bear? But so I haven't really been keeping up a lot. I just wanted to jump on for a bit. I'm supposed to be doing paperwork, so I'll mute myself in a little while and still have you on in the background while I do that. I'm just so proud of you, Hoodie. I worked out it was the 15th of March that you did the collab with Brandon, which brought me to your stream, and I've been here ever since, probably talking way too much, maybe not talking enough, but you know, as
right,
I
you got
said,
both of them correct. No, she got both of them right.
Hey, Junior, as I said, don't take the bear, Junior, unless your affairs are in order, because you will not ever make my age. But
see, who play Madden? Who playing Madden in there? What y'all playing on PS5? Because I got the PlayStation 5. We could get on Madden.
I'm playing just on my laptop because I'm looking to buy a console, but I wanted to see if it would be worth.
Hey, Miss Megan. Hey, Miss Megan. So was it? Yeah. You said March 15, right?
Around that.
Yeah, around that March 15 marker. Because it says about a month ago, like I said, I think it's been almost 2 months now. But think about it. It says on the video a month ago, but I feel like it's been like a month and a half, like you said.
It was around it was around that time. It was the second. Yeah. I know because it was a Tuesday and I just rushed home from shopping. I didn't even I think I put the frozen groceries in the freezer and then sat down. And literally got on, I think, 2 minutes before you opened up the lines or something, I seem to remember. But I was
looking at it. Because I was looking at it and I had to rewind it real quick, to see. It says at the time when I was watching it, like my background, I had 631 subscribers.
Yeah.
At that time, so basically in a month and a half, almost 2 months, we gained over 400 and something. So which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like I told you before, for the 3 days of the draft, Brandon was, I think, around high 6,900. And he blew out to 7,200 just on the or something. Well, it mightn't have been exactly that, but he blew to about 7,000 and something with just 3 days in the draft. So, yeah, as I said, Hoodie, I'm so proud of you. So thankful that you've made me feel so welcome, and it's not just Saints versus 12s or anything. And I love that you have such a good heart, and that if I was serving somebody who had been having a terrible night and I had some extra coin, I would. If I couldn't pay for the entire meal, I would certainly dessert and coffee or cake and coffee or something like you do. I think that's a real credit to your parents and the way you were brought up. I'm just really, really proud of you, dude. And thank you once again for making me feel so welcome.
No problem. Mostly, like I said, y'all.
Everyone except God does, because he still doesn't know. He's still Steve Largent is under the mistaken impression that Russell Wilson is the GOAT in Seattle. But his education is wasted on the young. So, but no, I'm really, really thrilled to be here, and hope to be for a while yet. If you don't get sick of me,
you got me.
Nice try though, Megan. You can't bait me. You may say one thing, but your heart tells you another.
Yep.
No, my heart's always been with Largent, so I'll work you around. It might take me 10 years, God, but I'll get you to see my side. Just quietly work on your dude, but it's all good.
We got Geezer in the chat. Who that too? He said, "Hi guys."
Hoodie, do you want to have a look at the last quote from 5150? I think he's having a little difficulty understanding that idiots aren't allowed here.
Oh, the 5150, he said when you let Meg on the video, it went from 46 to 16. He definitely trolling because we was only at like 26, and they just got people that are, some people are leaving because it's getting late.
That he actually knows those numbers, because I thought anything past 5 or 10 would be difficult because he'd have to take his shoes and socks off to count, or have several people to count to 46 taking their shoes and socks off so he can borrow toes, because he wouldn't be smart enough to use a calculator. So I'm not too worried. I think he's a little jealous because he knows that we're absolutely going to pants Brady in Munich.
Oh,
so
well.
Uh-oh. Hey, he better hope Brady doesn't look washed up, man.
I don't wish injury on anyone, but I'm always willing to make an exception to the rule, gentlemen.
Well, by the way, Geezer came to the chat and said, "Hi guys," and I said, "Who that?" So Geezer is a new person to the chat. He said, "I'm a Titans fan, and I'm really happy right now for the future." Well, congratulations on y'all pick. I believe he probably likes the Malik Willis pick. I like the Traylon Burks. I don't like the part of y'all getting rid of AJ Brown, but hey, Traylon Burks is a really nice player. Big man, just like AJ Brown, big. He can do anything on the field for y'all. But hey, Geisha, if you have a few minutes, man, you're more than welcome to click the link, come on here and chat it up with us, and we can maybe talk some Titans football with you and talk about your team and stuff, and what you think about their future. With a dude like Malik Willis coming your starting quarterback probably soon.
Hey, Hoodie, I think Megan and 5150 might have a little rivalry. He's trying to roast Megan. Dang, Megan, what you do to him? Why is he coming after you like this?
He's a little upset, God, because I demoted his GOAT, being Tom Brady, in Madden. I think the poor fellow's under the delusion that Madden is actually real. Who wants to break it to him that it's a video game? I mean, I'm happy to, but I think the poor fellow, well, he's delusional because, no, I was going to say he wasn't delusional about Brady. Oh, I take that back. But, he's upset that I demoted his player in a video game because he thinks it's real. I got nothing more to say on it, fellas.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, I can understand, and some video games, so some people think that way. But I'm not gonna lie. I used to do that all the time when I used to get pissed off when the Saints lost to a team that we should have beat the crap out of, and I will get on a video game and beat that team 200-0.
Oh,
totally understand.
No, I understand that. And actually, I hate to tell the Titans fan that I'm coming for the Titans in Madden because they absolutely pantsed us. The first day I played because I had no clue what I'm doing. So was that Geezer? Geezer, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Geezer. I'm gunning for the Titans in Madden now. But yes, look, I'm a psychologist, only an undergraduate, but geez.
Real Fan Sports said something. He said Meg's been hanging around us people from New Orleans people too much. She's trying to go in on him.
5150. You'll smack me in Madden. Well, that's if I want to play you, but I'm not going to waste my time. So thanks for the offer, but no, thank you.
Yeah, but
thanks, but no, thanks.
Miss Megan and everybody that's on the podcast so far, just to let y'all know, we got a new person about to come chat it up with us, and it's so make sure we don't try to cut that person off while they talking, because they are new, and that is Clutch from the chat, who is a Chiefs fan.
Oh yes, Clutch.
And he did ask me this question, and I do see him in the chat, so I'm about to bring him on. He did he said, Hoodie Jube. He asked me if he minded to come on because he wanted to give us his thoughts on the Tyrann Mathieu signing. So I told him, I said, yeah. So I said, come on. I said, anybody's welcome on. You see the Seahawks lady on, right? Anybody's on. You seen the Falcon man come on. So come on. Let's bring him on. And let's welcome him on, y'all. His name is Clutch on here. How you doing, Clutch?
Hey, Clutch. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Absolutely.
Hope y'all are doing. Hope y'all are having a great day.
Oh, we are. Definitely. First day with the super chats, man. First day super chat finally became available. Just reached 1,000 subs last Tuesday. So I mean, yes, it's definitely a great day so far, and we get to chat it up in here with everybody. So, you having a good day?
Yeah, I'm having a great day. But real quick on the Tyrann Mathieu signing, I think it's a great signing for y'all because, as much as I wanted us to re-sign Tyrann Mathieu, but at the end of the before the offseason started, I knew that we were going to go in a different direction. So I was like, okay, is Tyrann going to go back to his old team? Is he going to go somewhere new? Like, there was a lot of rumors connecting him to the Eagles, but then he eventually signed with the Saints, which is great for him. I mean, he's probably got in his career with the Saints, because he's from New Orleans. So I think that's a great fit for him, because last year, just based off last year, Tyrann Mathieu did not look the same, and that was kind of to be expected because an article came out. One of our reporters, Sam McDowell, he did an article with Tyrann Mathieu, kind of interviewed with Tyrann Mathieu. Said before the season started last season, he kind of already knew that it was his last season with the Chiefs. So I think that kind of had something to do with him not playing up to standards like we're all used to. So with him having a new motivation and him back home, I think it's really gonna put add another element to his game. So I really like that signing for y'all.
Oh, definitely. And to be honest with you, just to watch it, no disrespect to the Chiefs, I think what was holding y'all back, past, 2 years, where y'all kept, making it feel like y'all was going to the Super Bowl, feel like y'all was going to win it, and then y'all went to one, and y'all lost to the Bucs that year. But I think what was holding y'all back is that y'all DB room wasn't, all the stronger. Like y'all best DB guy that I could remember was Tyrone Matthews. And what I like about y'all drafting, what y'all could possibly do, because there's rumors going around. So y'all went and got that cornerback Trent McDuffie, who I heard is like a sleeper. That's really good, who's sort of coming up on the rise, and I'm glad for the Chiefs to get somebody like him. But there's rumors going around now that James Bradbury got released today, and y'all could be a top team to go get him to add to y'all DB room to help along, Trent McDuffie and them.
Right.
So if y'all do that, y'all gonna be even more scared because it's gonna be hard to pass on. I like y'all front seven already. It's just the DB rooms.
So we really invested in our DB room a lot in this draft. I think we drafted like 5 DBs, 2 safeties, and like 3 corners in this draft, which is unheard of because our GM really doesn't invest in corners. Like if you go back, you look at his track record, he did not invest in corners at all. So our whole fan base and our whole, fan base in general, we're kind of surprised when you traded up for Trent McDuffie, and I love the Trent McDuffie pick. He's probably going to be starter day one. So I love that pick. But I would love for us to add James Bradbury, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we need to get that Orlando Brown deal done before anything in order to make that happen. So back to your point. When Tyrann Mathieu, when he was out and with injury or with sickness, our defense I'm going to be honest with you, it was awful. That's why I wanted us to bring back Tyrann Mathieu, because if you kind of saw the Chiefs games, our defense without him was atrocious. I mean, it was terrible.
Matthew was the heart of the Chiefs, man.
He was the heart of that defense, and we were trying out there, Daniel Sorensen, who was horrible last year, and of course you guys have Daniel Sorensen. You guys better be praying that he's only a special teams guy, because he cannot play on the field. Like, that dude is horrible. But so yeah, like Tyrann Mathieu, it sucks that he left Kansas City. But we wanted to get younger and cheaper, and ultimately it came down to that. But I'm glad for Tyrann Mathieu, because he's going in a spot where you guys have a great roster. I mean, you guys really do have a great roster, and shout out to my guy Josh the Pels fan, because he has great Saints insight and stuff like that. He kind of told me, he was like, if we do land Tyrann Mathieu, he told me that if the Saints do land Tyrann Mathieu, like you guys are more of like a contender now, and I believe that, especially you guys added Marcus May, you have Tyrann Mathieu, your guys' cornerback group is Marshawn Lattimore, Paulson Adebo, you guys draft Alontae Taylor now, and you guys also have Bradley Roby, so that defense it's incredible. So I got to give credit to y'all, man. That defense is insane.
Yeah. And definitely, like I said, I think we're going to be one of the top defenses in the league. Another defense that I think is going to be pretty scary, because they always work on that defense. I told people with the Ravens, because they took Marcus Williams from us, with the big sign with him, and then I felt like, okay, they got Marcus Williams now. I wonder what they're going to get in the first round. They went with Kyle Hamilton. I'm like, okay, we'll just add another safety to it, And then you think of Marlon Humphrey and, Marcus Peters. I mean, if Marcus Peters and Humphrey can stay healthy, that DB room is going to be scary. That front seven is always good. They got Campbell back for another year or two, I think it was, on his deal. So, I mean, their defense is going to be, pretty scary too. But what I wanted to ask you, because I see, you're definitely a Chiefs fan, what was your thoughts and your reaction when you seen that Tyreek Hill was being traded?
I woke up and I saw my phone to 40 notifications about Tyreek Hill, that the Chiefs granted Tyreek Hill permission to seek a trade. I was like, whoa, because there was reports, this was on a Thursday, that I think it was on a Wednesday or on a Thursday, that the Tyreek Hill trade kind of went down. There was reports that Monday the deal was going to get done. So because we were going to, our number one priority, or our GM's priority in the offseason, was to extend Tyreek Hill, as it should. So when I got the notification, or when I woke up to the notifications that we're going to trade Tyreek Hill, I was like, wow. I was shocked. I was like, oh man, this doesn't feel real. But listen, I wanted to keep Tyreek Hill, but the Devontae Adams deal and the Christian Kirk deal, it really, really did not help. It kind of really, how do I say it? It kind of, it tore apart the negotiations with Tyreek Hill's agent. So that's just like it's insane to me that Tyreek Hill's still on the team, because at that moment I thought the extension was going to get done, but and ultimately it didn't. But listen, Tyreek's he's a great player. I wish the best for him, but it was kind of better for both sides because Tyreek Hill got his money, we got the cap space. So this is how I kind of see it.
I thought you was going to continue on about to say something, but I think you muted your mic by accident. Like okay, you went on to say, but this is how I see it, and then I think you accidentally hit the mic.
Yeah, I'm just like referring so from what I see it, it was just better for both sides, just in my opinion. Because we got the cap space, we fit the cap space, we got draft picks, and then Tyreek Hill got his money. So this is how I think it was better for both sides in the trade, trade for Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I like it. Like I said, he gets to come back home, and you know how, and like what Tyron actually said before on Twitter, just coming back home and playing in front of your hometown, that the team you was cheering when you was younger, and playing in front of your family and your friends like that just make you want to play even harder. And like you said, it's going to add another element to his defense, to his defensive play, and just want to grind even harder, to get more picks and stuff like that. Because we all said it before. Soon as he signed here, right? Soon as he signed, we all said that we like the first pick 6 in that dome is going to be loud as heck. But him being home, So I'm super pumped, man, and I can't wait to see what it's gonna be like for y'all this year because oh my lord, did the AFC get stacked this year or what?
Oh my god, man. Man, the AFC West the AFC West is a powerhouse, the AFC in general, whoever makes it to who makes it out as number 1 seed in the AFC, might as well just crown them the champion, the Super Bowl, because it is going to be a battle. I mean, it is going to be insane. I can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah, I mean, who's in your division again? Because I don't remember exactly.
We got the Chargers, Broncos, and Raiders.
Oh gee, so do you think y'all gonna get more than 10 plus wins? I mean, because I know y'all gotta play those teams twice a year. And then, like I said, some of the other teams in the AFC stacked up. Like, I told everybody, one of my teams that I think is going to be a sneaky pick that's going to maybe make it to the Super Bowl besides, I was thinking the Bills, was going to be my favorite team. That's my favorite team coming out of the AFC. I feel like, because they're just fully loaded now. But one of my secret, team that I think that's going to sneak in there was the Chargers because they upgraded their defense hella this year. And then, they re-signed Mike Williams like they needed to. They still got Keenan Allen. They added like 2 guards and I think 1 guard and a tackle from the draft that's supposedly, really great. So, I mean, they upgraded their team. And then, they still got Austin Eckler in the backfield. And then you went to the defensive side. They got Derwin James, J.C. Jackson now. They got Kyle Van Noy at linebacker. You got Khalil Mack. You got Joey Bosa. Like, they getting stacked over there.
Right. So, to your first question, do I see us winning 10 games? Yes, I definitely do see us winning 10 games. And I think our defense is going to be more consistent than it was last year. So, I do see us winning 10 games. But for me to, come up here and say, oh, it's going to be easy to come out of the AFC or, to win our division, it's not. Because every team in our division, you can make a case that it's a playoff team. Like the Chargers, who they added in free agency in the offseason. Raiders were a playoff team last year. Broncos have a great team. So it's going to be hard. I can't wait to see what happens in the AFC because it's going to be an arms race. I mean, it is going to be a tough battle.
It definitely will. The reason why I was asking you if you thought you was going to get 10 wins, your division is already tough, right? With the teams, the Raiders stacked up too, But the reason why, and the Broncos stacked up, getting Russell Wilson, that was one reason. But the other reason why I was asking you too, because I know you say your defense, should be better. But do you think your defense really gonna be better? Losing the soul to that defense and Tyrann Mathieu. You think they're gonna look a little different this year? Maybe a little off until they get their rhythm together because they don't have that veteran guy, Tyrann Mathieu in that defense.
And thank you for saying that because I've been telling Chiefs fans, I've been telling a lot of people, this defense at first is gonna start off slow because it's full of young guys that don't really have chemistry together. So losing a piece like Tyrann Mathieu, I mean, it's a huge loss. So when you really don't have the veteran presence in that that backfield and on defense, it definitely it's gonna take some time to adjust. It's gonna take some time for those guys to get chemistry. So you hit on my point because it's definitely our defense. It's gonna start off slow like it does every year. Our defense starts off slow every year, but I think eventually we will get our rhythm. But it'll be interesting to see what our defense looks like in the the beginning of the year to the end of the year. So who knows? But yeah, you hit on my point.
Oh yeah,
because I've been saying this to a lot of fan bases and Chief fans in general. Our defense is gonna start off slow due to new guys coming in. We added a bunch of new guys on our defense, like Justin Reed, because Justin Reed, he is the Tyrann Mathieu replacement. Like he is the guy that is going to replace Tyrann Mathieu. Like the Chiefs want him to be the leader of that defense now.
Yeah. He's got the most experience, probably, right? I mean, most he's probably the most veteran guy besides like the D line guy, right? Like Jones.
Yeah, you got Frank Clark, Chris Jones. Yep.
But everybody else is young, right? Everybody else is young back there. So Reed is the most experienced player on the field now because, like you said, Tyrann Mathieu ain't there. So you got to see how good he can be a leader and see how good, like you said, how long it's going to take them to actually, connect with each other on defense as well. And then I think that they had something else I was going to tell you about the Chiefs thing. I know this is I said this joke before on my show. But like I said, I don't think he was here when I said it. I was messing with people because I asked them, what do you think about, Tyreek Hill leaving? And they were like, whatever. And they said, you signed Juju, you signed Scantling, And I told them, I said, the only receiver I see them having so far is, the Scantling guy from the Packers and Sky Moore. And then somebody said in the chat, Juju. And I said, Juju was not signed over there to play wide receiver. He got signed over there for he can be, tip-top partners with Jackson Mahomes. And I said it as a joke, because, they did the quarterback.
Yeah, no, I
said
feel
that
you.
to make people laugh. And people laugh, it's nothing to, nothing against the Chiefs, I'm just saying, I hope he becomes more serious and not more tit-tops.
Oh, I know, because, of course, when we signed Juju, of course, people are going to make that joke. So it didn't even, I understand. It was a funny joke. Like, again, it's... Yeah, it was a funny joke. Yeah, no disrespect, but it was definitely funny.
Yep. And then there was something you was gonna say, but like I said, I came with that joke real quick. There was something you were saying about the defense. I think you was talking about. You were about to say something, but then like I said, I kept saying something else.
Yeah, you hit on my point because for some teams, when they bring in a lot of new pieces and a lot of new players, my fault. A lot of new players and a lot of new pieces. It takes time for guys to get chemistrated and get adjusted to their new team. So again, patience is a key because if you have patience, it'll pay off in the end. I mean, that's the biggest thing that I've learned from watching teams that bring in new players and bringing new guys. It takes time to adjust. I mean, that's just how it is, especially in the NFL. It takes time for guys to adjust in the NFL. I mean, that's why you got to have patience in the NFL. That's just all I wanted to say.
Oh, you good. But yeah, you're Chiefs fans. Like I said, you see in here, we got all type of fans that come in here, support the channel. And like I said, I don't know if you was watching earlier, man, but I tell people that are subscribed to the channel, I told them, I said, if we could get to my 1,000 subs, right, before the season started, I said, I do Saints tickets giveaway, right, to the home games already. But I said, if we can get to 1,000, I want to do game of the week. So, hey, if you're Chiefs fans, if your Chiefs are playing somebody that you wanted to go see, for the game of the week game, all you got to do is come on here and comment, one of my videos and say, hey, I want to make it to the game, and we'll get you a ticket if you want to go. All you got to do is pay for your other stuff, But I'll pay for the ticket and stuff. So if you got anybody that are football fans, the straight football fans, just send them our way because, like I said, it's all about this channel is all about the Saints. But that when y'all come in here, we let y'all come on here and talk. We talk about football, about everybody. It's not all about just the Saints.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that love football, but for sure, I appreciate you for having me on and keep doing what you're doing and congrats on hitting 1K.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. And like I said, we'll see you back on here soon, because like I said, everybody, once they come on and they chat it up, they can't resist to come back on again. It's Aslam himself over here.
For sure. I appreciate it. Y'all have a blessed day, blessed night, too.
Take
All right,
care.
You too, man.
Take care, man.
Take care.
And that was awesome.
Brace himself.
What a brilliant young man. Put his viewpoints over clearly. You know, no muss, no fuss. You got to have him back on. I'll listen to him, even though I was getting annoyed in the chat and went and got a feed.
Hey, Miss Megan, I just want to tell you, you wasn't in here the other night when we was getting with him. You just got to realize he's a troller. But by the end of the night, by the time we end the podcast, he's gonna stop messing. He's gonna say, "Great show, I love it." You know, like I said, you just got.
I know, but he's not. I'm sorry, Hoodie. Normally, I'd be like, "Yeah, whatever," but he started dissing the Hawks, and you know, I'm usually cool with trolls.
He's a big Megan. He's a big troll.
Yeah, but you pay on. Pardon my language, Slim. I'm just going to curse one word. You piss on my 12s and on my Hawks. That's it. You are done. Right, Slim, I'm fine with you.
I see everybody in the chat saying something. I'm trying to find out the joke. Where was the joke, y'all, about the Bucs? Okay. So Jamaica said, don't you have a Bucs podcast that you could be in or something or whatever? And he said we don't have that many Bucs channel. But by the way, y'all, I do have 2 guys that have a channel, a Bucs channel that I talked to. I support their channel. They support mine. We're going to do some collabs this year. So those are 2 guys, young guys my age too, know their football. They don't bullshit. They literally told their channel last year, I think the Saints are going to beat us because we just can't beat them in the regular season. I don't care who their quarterback is. They just, you know, he said he does what we do. We tell the truth. So
right.
That is one person. But I was watching some of these comments in here. Somebody, real fan sports. I'm surprised I don't have that many channels. You know, people starting up with Bucs, man. After winning it. Who that Dana said. I was about to say, shit, we all know Bucs ain't got much fans, so of course they don't have many channels.
She read my mind. I tried the same thing.
And then look at 5150's click. He's the best friend. He said, watch and Skip Bayless talk about the GOAT is my channel.
Oh my God, that's your social listener, Skip Bayless. Okay.
Jamaica said that
you out of all people, you listen to Skip Bayless.
Crazy. Y'all want to hear the craziest thing about Skip Bayless this year? He's finally coming to football. You know, he's finally getting a little football knowledge. Did you not hear after the Eagles traded for A.J. Brown and they got, Jordan Davis, he thinks that they are better than his Cowboys. I'm like, what? You finally said somebody's better than your Cowboys? What?
Wow.
I was like, damn, dude, that's the first
time I know that was how I came in,
so maybe he's getting a little bit of, oh, yeah, they probably paid him millions of dollars to say that on TV.
But what was that Chiefs fan name? What was his name? Clutch?
Yeah, Clutch.
Yeah, shout out to Clutch. Yeah, that was some good intake, dude. Real shout out to Clutch. That was some real intake.
That's what we're trying to find on here. Like, yes, you can have your fans that come in here that are troll, but we are really looking for like Bucs crazy who knows the sport, and has fun and has good conversation. Like Clutch, comes on here. Let's have a friendly conversation about the NFL, tells us about each thoughts about teams and stuff, and it just makes it more fun, to come on here and do that than talking to people that come in here to just try to make the chat mad.
With Jamaica, she said that he should go over and troll Hawks podcasts and chats, and I went back to her and said, we value intelligence and brains, which is why there's no way in hell 5150 would be welcomed in one of our chats. Everyone else, by all means, come over and chat with us and Brandon, as Hoodie has done. But 5150, you need a brain to try and keep up. So I suppose there's one thing I'll say in 5150's favour. In the zombie apocalypse, 5150 is going to be safe because zombies go after people with brains, don't they?
And then he said it's a sensitive chat. 5150 is not sensitive. You come in and chat trolling, you will get trolled back, dude.
It's called respect, genius. But so we'll all be dead in a zombie apocalypse. 5150 will be the last man standing, no brains.
Hey, Megan, but you saw what real fan sports put in here, though. He said he's talking to Clips. He said, laugh out loud, Clips. I'm not worried about you, my guy. He said Hoodie wants people to come up here and feel welcome to talk. Is about the community. It don't matter.
As I said to you in the super chat, and I've said to you previously. Well, again, that's why I love coming to this chat. Trolls want to go at me, bring it on.
Oh, I love trolling.
I love trolls. I don't like trolling necessarily, but if you're gonna talk ass about my Seahawks and my 12s, it's on Donkey Kong.
But long, if we could troll about just football, that's cool. But when you talk about the personal stuff, that's when you gotta draw the line.
That is exactly my point. Have a go at me for being a 12, but have a go at my family, my friends, whatever.
Right.
It's going to get nasty, and as I've said to God, hope your affairs are in order. But no, look, I have always been raised to be, if I'm going to talk about the Saints, for example, with God, I have to expect that God is going to talk about the Seahawks, as he should. You know, if I'm going to dish it out and can't take it back, why am I've got no right dishing it out. And I'm pretty thick-skinned. I am pretty thick-skinned unless it becomes personal. Even the attacks on me, I don't mind so much because I'll put someone in their place. But if it's my brother, my mother, my nephew, my godchildren, nah, sorry, not sorry.
Right.
Yep. But
what's up, who that, Dana?
I see you pick it and flick it up in here.
Pick it and flick it in the house, y'all.
Pick it and flick it.
What up, dude?
Queen, who that, Dana? I see you.
Who that, man?
By the way, everybody, once I figure out everything on here, like I said, I just started today. I finally figured out how to get the super chats on here, and I'm just waiting on other stuff to pop on here too. Eventually, once the membership stuff pulls up, I'm gonna come up with some ideas for members, to pay monthly if they want to do that to join, and I'm gonna come up with some ideas to get back. I'm trying to decide. I'm thinking about the top dollar one that somebody would pay would probably be like a 15 maybe at the most a month if they wanted to pay. But with that 15, you might get like a free beanie from me, whenever we get them created. That'll be something that you'll get, plus you get the great content with us and stuff. So there's different things that I got to figure out.
5150. You trying to troll me, bro? 5150.
You're already sending me 27 boxes of the beanie, so for $10 or whatever it is Australian, I'm happy to. I'm happy to be a member. Something I don't know if you'd have time to do it that Brandon does is he writes articles. I mean, he's a writer and a brilliant one, but he writes, with the draft, we got to break down all 38 pages of every player that he had time to scout, like broken down and and he writes articles about, Russell Wilson going to the Broncos, whatever. Yeah. So if you had time, I know you work 2 jobs and whatnot, but might be something to consider.
Yeah, this 51.
But I am
we had this conversation last time you was on, my man. Just be nice. Just be nice. Don't troll about nobody, about how they look, how they sound. Something happens. Just troll about the team. You want to talk about Tom Brady being the best, or the Bucs, the Saints suck or whatever. You're more than welcome to troll. Trolls that do that. But don't come
hang on. Did I hear that the Seahawks? Hang on. I heard from Hoodie's mouth that the 12s are the best, right?
He said I got my head on like
I'm not imagining that I heard the 12s are the best come from Hoodie's mouth.
Boy, stop it.
Is that a compliment then?
Is it? I mean, that's not baby. That's not dissing me, 51. Bro, come on now. 5150, stop it, bro. Just stop it.
What if we told you 5150 that this is T.I. that's on my show?
Then what? Come on, bro.
He'd be like, damn, I guess they're right.
And then, what's up, T Dirty? What's up, T Dirty? Don't respond until he comes in the chat or puts up a real pickup. I hear you, T Dirty.
Yep, I'm ignoring him. Nothing frustrates a troll more than being ignored.
But the real fan sports, my boy Real Fan Sports made it perfect.
Real fans.
He said, yeah, the regular problems don't, the regular, like our regular people that's always in here, we usually don't care. It's just the new people that are new to the channel and stuff like that might care because they might feel uncomfortable, man. So just try to keep everything, clean in here. 5150. Stop trying to troll everybody so much. Just troll about football. Don't troll about, just people, man. Because like I said, if you don't, you can definitely unsubscribe. It's okay. I'll gain that subscriber back eventually. We're just gonna have to ban you from the channel if you keep doing like this. And you said you liked the show earlier, just stop being rude to the people that's on here trying to troll them. Not everybody can take control. So I'm just saying, just be respectful to the channel.
He can show me how I look or whatever. That's fine. I don't care. But when you talk about the city or something personal, that's when we draw the line. But you can troll me though. I really don't care.
Oh,
it's
my
funny
God.
to me, actually.
Who that Dan that made the funniest joke just now? Read that out to himself. I know you'll love to read this.
Better hope Brady don't chunk up the deuces mid-season like his homeboy Antonio Brown did.
When she said that,
who that Dana? We got Queen Who That Dana trolling.
Dana, it's freezing down here. Do you mind if I warm my hands on that burn? Gee.
Oh my! And then ST Cliff is in here. He said, "Respect the hoodie and the panel. All love." Who that?
What's
to you,
up, Cliff?
Man. I think he's got his own channel as well. So if anybody likes to talk over there, I know he's got his own channel. He doesn't talk Saints. I forgot what he talks about, but yeah, he got his own channel as well. I seen his channel the other day. I just didn't, commenting there. I was listening a little bit, but let's see. Just trying to see everybody. 5150. Fine.
Dude, hilarious.
Clutch said to block the trolls. They were negative energy to your channel.
5150.
Oh wow, damn, 5150 called ST Cliff Shannon Sharp. Well,
man, come on now. You're trying too hard, 5150. You're trying too hard. Like who that Dana said, you're trolling for your mama basement. Oh my
5150 said 5150 wants to know, is he rude because he said you look like T.I.?
It ain't rude to me. That's cool with me. It is what it is. What's up, King Nip? Good night, bro.
Wildtown said everyone is sleeping on the Saints and Jameis, but the Saints are going to surprise the league. The Saints have stars, but also have players that can play ball. That was one of the conversation, man. I needed to, that's what I needed to talk about, y'all. I think a lot of people are hated on us, right? Because it's just the way that they hate the Saints. A lot of people are hating on Jameis. Remember, I was telling y'all earlier at the beginning of the show, I had this guy on Facebook that I was arguing with a lot, right? Remember, I was telling y'all that on Facebook, and then we made up after finally, because he finally told me I just don't trust Jameis right now because, I don't know how he is coming back from injury. That's all he had to tell me, right? But the whole conversation, he was making it seem like, everything was Jameis' fault. He was saying some of them games he had 150 yards, it's not the, it's not, he's not passing a lot. And I said, dude, he got 14 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Who cares if the running back, and the run game got him there? He still got that ball in the end zone for you. He did his job. He won. He limited the turnover like everybody did. Like they said, that was their problem with him with his turnover. He did. And then he went on to say, I think one of them was he made some bad decisions, on some of them plays. Somehow they went down touchdowns, some of them made. That time I said every quarterback in the NFL makes mistakes. And I said not everybody's going to be perfect. And I said, but some of those mistakes, you saw what happened. Some of them turn into touchdowns. Sometimes you might have to take a risk like that, and it might turn out good, it might turn out bad. But sometimes you got to take risks to win. And that's why, to me, I think Aaron Rodgers has been choking a lot. He's been trying to protect his interception too much, trying to keep that interception down instead of taking a lot of risks with some of the talent he has on the field, So I think, to be honest with you, I think that's why. And I think having Jameis was going to help us even more because, sometimes he's going to take risks, sometimes he probably won't, King Nip, you out of here, man. Good night, my man.
Good night, King Nip.
So, let's see. Let's see. Oh, Brian Pearson says somebody did a 2023 mock draft. I put it on Hoodie. Okay, you put it in. You sent it to me. Somebody already did a 2023 mock draft. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't even know what's going to happen this year. So I don't know. People are weird doing drafts like that. But he also asked me in the chat too, Thursday, am I going to come on with the schedule? I will do a live podcast that night, but it'll be later, because I work both jobs. So.
2023.
I'm messaging somebody back there.
I cannot wait to see what game I'm going to in Seattle, aside from going to Munich, maybe. Cannot wait. Oh, God, I hope it's the Broncos. Man, that's going to be fun.
Yeah. Damn. So who that Dane is going off on 5150 now. Real Fan Sports said Dan is about to go off on him with the fill in the blank looking A.
I told him, man, you come in here trolling,
Dana
they
is
show
one
it
of my
back.
tribe. Dana is one of my tribe. She's making it a lot easier for me to sit here and let. No.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're not a Saints fan, 5150. Please don't lie to us.
No.
He said that's what he looks like. 5150 said that's what he looks like. He put a picture up finally. I don't know if he's trolling on the pitch too or not.
I wouldn't actually.
Hey, you know what? 5150. 5150. How you do that? 5150.
Put that fist back up, boy.
Hey, 5150. The show is actually really not trolling us with that picture. Put another picture up that has that same person there. Let's see if it's the same person. You know,
that might
some
not
people
be
could
him.
That might not be him. Like I said, now if he has another picture just like that, you know, the same person with just different picture, I think would be good. And then maybe he ain't trolling. We'll see. Buck Crazy said, "I'm coming to y'all city for the Bucs Saints game." Well, that's crazy, Buck Crazy, because you know why that's crazy? Because I just said crazy, Buck Crazy. That's right. No,
that's too crazy.
Yeah, too crazy. But that's not what crazy. The reason why I said it's crazy because if you are coming to the city, you know, for the game, I'm going to all of the games this year. You know, home games again with my subscribers. So maybe me and my subscribers can meet up with you, man, because you're one of my subscribers, man, and you can come on in there and you never know. You might be the lucky subscriber to win that ticket to go with us. There'll be a Bucs and a Saints fan watching that game. So
right.
Neptune, my boy King Nep said,
King Nep. Yeah, he capping. But I'm gonna say this much. I'm really.
Oh damn! He calling him out. He said you better get on the webcam. To prove it.
What's up, Marcus?
I mean, you could say it like that, right? We could say if you're not trolling us anymore, and you really was trolling us, that you really are a Saints fan, and you were just trolling this whole time. That's when people they come on the camera.
He doesn't want to go on camera because it'll hurt eyes because he looks that good. Oh, excuse me while I throw up everywhere. Good God.
J-Rock in the building. Who that to you, J-Rock? Who
that to you, J-Rock? Damn idiot.
He says, I'm calling it right now. He says, I'm calling it right now.
Gentlemen, I just need to step away for a moment because I'm really going to say something, and I don't want to do it the first day that Hoodie gets his super chats. I'm just going to go and put myself on mute, curse a blue streak, and then come back, okay? I'll be with you in a minute.
Well,
all right, Megan.
J-Rock says, I'm calling it right now before the schedule comes out. Bengals versus Saints on Thanksgiving night. You're welcome. That would be a good game, huh? Thanksgiving night in New Orleans versus the Bengals. Everybody come home to see their family in New Orleans and then eat dinner. Ooh, that would be nice.
That would be. That would be nice.
Real Fan Sports says, let us know when you do Buck Crazy. I might be out there and sell you a good time, bro. Hey, see what I'm saying? Subscribers talking to the subscribers. Hopefully they out. All right, so look, so this is his new picture. So it's the same guy. Okay. And then he put, plus I'm from Hammond, Louisiana. Check my resume. Well, damn. Okay. Well, guess what? I know where Hammond's at. And I'm not too far from that. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I ain't too far from that place either. So don't know where you're from now.
Sorry, Hoodie. I've gone to my happy Coach Carroll infused Zen place. I am good. I'm just going to do widescreen on the comments so I don't have to read the crap. All right, there we go. I am good. Unless God of Creation gets back on here and talks smack about larger, then it is on. But right there,
yeah. God of Creation ain't on right now, unless he does come back on. That would be funny, though.
Yes, and tells me that Russell is to go to overstate budget. Then I will talk some serious smack, but I am good.
No, I will laugh. I'm not gonna lie. I will laugh though if he heard what you said and then he comes back on just to say that.
God would be making more sense than 5150, but hell, my 3-year-old nephew can make more sense than that guy. So, but as I said, let us not mention those numbers. I'm in my happy zen place. So I am good.
Yep. Real
There's
fans
one
boy said
there is one.
there's gonna be practice. Yeah, there should be some practices. Real fans, yeah, they should be doing the open practices for everybody to go to, because I think me, the Nola Bros, and some other YouTubers are trying to all go together one day and go to one of the practices. I think it would be really fun. You're about to say something, Miss Maggie. You can go ahead.
No, it's gone, and it's probably. Do you have a beat, like a delay and beat button? Because what I really want to say would get you kicked off YouTube, and I do not want to do that because you have worked so hard. Yeah. No, I was going to say something snide and sarcastic, which is my usual speaking voice. So no, I'll let it go, Hoodie. I'll let it go.
Okay. And then let's keep reading some people's messages real quick. Let's see. Marcus Ryan says, I want Bucs week 1 at home on Monday Night Football with the Honey Badger leading the pregame Who Dat chant. That would be nice.
Oh, that's
nice, good Monday night. Nice Monday night game to start off the season against the Bucs at home. Honey Badger leading his first Who Dat chant in the dome.
Yeah, that's gonna be insane.
That would be pretty cool. I got that bug that flew into my face. The bug's trying to get on camera.
I just want to see him first come out just running and everybody just chant. Tyrant.
Oh, that would be insane. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. J Rock said, Megan, that game was shut down. The city of New Orleans down, but the state of Louisiana down as well.
Yeah.
The Bengals
gotta be epic. But sorry to any Bengals fans. I'm on the Who Dat train that night. But yeah, it's gonna be brilliant. I'm on the Who Dat train though.
He says I'm still a Brady fan.
Well, gee, Tom can't help bad luck having you as a fan, can he? 5150. Guess you're allowed. Guess Tom's allowed one mistake in life. I don't even know.
He just said I'm gonna keep my. He said he will keep his comment to himself.
Oh, I'd love to see that because you put 3 comments further down. So if that's keeping your comments to yourself, 5150, keep going, my son. You're doing well. Oh, Josh the Pell fan is in the building. Hey, Josh.
What's up, Josh?
Oh, I just saw him.
This is amazing. This guy's from Hammond, Louisiana, and he's a Tom Brady fan. Wow.
Well, hang on, Slim. 5150's defense. I'm in Australia, and I'm a Steve Largent in Seattle fan.
I understand that.
So, geographically, he's probably closer than I am, but yeah.
But Megan, around these parts, we can't stand Tom Brady.
No, I can't.
Most people I know.
As I said, Slim, that's why I was so happy to boot him out of my team on Madden. And yes, I am aware that it's just a video game, but God, it felt good. Actually, look, let me ask you a question, fellas. Okay, this guy is the owner of my team. And if he tells you that he wants Brady off the team, are you going to stand there or sit and argue with him to why you should keep Tom Brady on? I'm not. He wanted Tom Brady gone. His name is Paul Allen. After our owner, if the owner wants him gone, he's gone.
I hear you, Megan.
I see Mr. Lester put it in the chat. He said, "Who is our first game? We won't know till
the 12th.
We won't know till Thursday. We won't be knowing until this Thursday, and then we're gonna find out who we are playing."
But Seattle
Who
is
said that? Lester, what's up, Lester?
Seattle is seeing it as some kind of sign that it's released on the 12th of May. The only reason I'm happy that it's the 12th of May is it's my goddaughter's 8th birthday and her 5th anniversary of remission from cancer. So it's a good day for good day not only because the schedule's being released, but yeah, 5th anniversary of my goddaughter's remission. So,
Right.
Marcus Ryan put, if we do sign Landry, imagine Thomas, Olave, Landry, and Taysom on the field at the same time. Good luck trying to stop that. You forgot about
Facts.
JK as well.
Facts. I'd be
Facts.
standing to the on the sideline, going, "There you go, fellas. There's the end zone. I'm not going to be able to stop you. There you go. There's a few free. Yeah, that's going to be one hell of a."
Jameis Winston said 5150. Why are you sending me a friend request on Facebook? We are not friends. Laughing faces. And then he replied with the laughing face to her. And then also said, I love the Saints, but I'm a Brady guy.
Nah, bro.
Gotcha. Oh man, I like to troll us on that too.
Yeah.
Actually, it's very interesting. It's very interesting watching Arch Manning, the grandson of, on the transfer portal for college football this year. There is rumors, and please let them only be rumors, that he's going to USC for football. And yeah, I'm praying not, but yeah, another freaking Manning. Oh God. Hey, I just remember the Super Bowl and that ball bouncing off Peyton. I think that's 8 seconds after it all started. That's the only Manning memory I have that I love.
Yeah. Hey, team watch our film tape for the formula to shut down Brady. They probably do, but they can't perform it like we do.
They can't duplicate it,
Yeah,
that's
they
the only
can't
thing
do it
about
like
watching
us.
another team's film. You're not playing the same way.
By the way, it says Brian Pearson had a good question.
What's up, Brian?
He said if Tom Brady and Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota were all three rookies in this draft, and the New Orleans Saints had to pick one of them, who would you pick and why, in your opinion? Mine would be Jameis Winston because he was a first overall pick for a reason. You know, he was he got picked before Marcus Mariota. They were both in the same draft. Jameis Winston. He brought the Florida State University to a 26-1 win. He won the Heisman. He won the national title, while Tom Brady was a 7th-round pick. So Tom Brady became Tom Brady because of the good system he was in with Belichick. Great defense all the time, and became, what he became with all the rings. So I'm saying, if I had to pick somebody to fit in my system, I would love Jameis over him. Because you don't know who Tom Brady is,
Would you have thought that Tom Brady, if he wasn't under the influence of my dark Lord and Savior Bill Belichick in the early years, that he would have been the player he is now?
Huh. By the way, I'm about to eat some food, so I got my camera off.
Yeah. I guess my question to you is, how much of what's become Brady's career was based with, or came from those years he had with Belichick and the Patriots?
Right.
Because, I mean, I'm not saying with any degree of certainty that it is, but I'm just wondering, because he had all that time with Belichick
Tom
before
Brady
he went
Tom
to...
Brady stuff.
Can I ask though? Can I ask y'all this? What would his legacy be without that Tuck rule?
Sorry, say that again, Slim?
What would Tom Brady's legacy be without that Tuck rule?
Don't know. Because that's kind of like a big what if,
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
what
just
if
wondering.
that happened?
I'm just wondering though, because next to Carroll, Belichick is one of my favorite coaches because he has been called a Dark Lord of the Sith, which in the press more than once, which amuses me as a Star Wars fan. I'm just wondering if he went to another team and had a different coach, would he still have had the success? I'm not saying he wouldn't have, but I'm wondering, looking back from when he started with the Patriots to where he is now with the Bucs and all the years and rings and whatever, whether it would have been the same with another coach. I guess you don't know because it's a redundant question because he played with Belichick for so long and had such success. And so my brother, who was a Patriots fan back in the day, said it's interesting that when Brady left, the Pats fell off because there wasn't the Belichick Brady 1-2 as quarterback coached.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just putting it out there as a question, boys. I don't have an answer. I was just wondering what you thought of it. Sort of.
Yeah.
New England definitely wasn't the same without Tom Brady. We saw that.
Yep.
Yeah, well, my brother is now a Cardinals fan. I'm very upset that I've converted his son, my nephew, to the Seahawks. But yeah, he asked me the other day, and it's like, that's a great question. I don't have an answer to that. And do you think, as a sidebar to that question, that Brady has been as successful in Tampa Bay, even without the rings? I think not, because how much of it was Belichick?
But to answer Jamaica's question, she said, Hoodie, can you tell her who's all on our schedule? Yeah. So at home this year, we're going to be playing the Falcons, Panthers, Tampa Bay, the Rams, the Seahawks, the Ravens, the Bengals, the Raiders, and the Vikings. And then at away, we're going to be playing the Cardinals, the Browns, the Steelers, the 49ers, the Eagles, and the Panthers, and Tampa Bay, and the Falcons, our normal rivalries. So those are all our games for this schedule. We just don't know when.
And count that Vikings game as a road game because that's in London, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Is that being considered really? Because the Munich game's a home game for the 12s. Really? Is that considered? Seattle's got the home game. Well, home game in inverted commas in Munich.
Well, Josh the Pell fan, man. He said Jameis Winston, he's the most talented. That's why he would pick Jameis. Yeah, me too. And Josh, if you got a few minutes, come chat it up with us, my man. Come chat it up with us.
I would definitely take Jameis for the Saints because he just is not that there's such a thing as a perfect player, but for you guys, he comes pretty damn close to being the player that you need and want in a team. That's why you heard me say, oh God, we've got you at home. Jameis at home is going to be it's going to be unstoppable. And then you put, all going well, Olave, those draft picks into the mix. Yeah, you've got one hell of a team this year.
Huh. Yep. 5150 said nobody can play man coverage good enough to copy our formula. The same formula. So true.
Right.
Brian Pearson said, do we think Jameis Winston, if he finished his career in New Orleans, he can be a Hall of Fame quarterback? I just want y'all opinion. I say, yeah, he can be a Hall of Fame quarterback in this system, and as long as he's drive like he did last year, bring us to the playoffs, maybe the Super Bowl, win him 1 or 2 rings, he's going to be a Hall of Famer because of what he did. He changed his career around.
Unless something catastrophic, and I'm shuddered to put this into the universe given injury history, unless a catastrophic injury derails his career, there is no reason in my mind, and I'm not even a Saints fan, to say not only will Jameis finish his career at the Saints, he will be Hall of Famer straight up. There is nothing, unless something goes horrifically wrong, and I hope that doesn't happen, that will have me think otherwise.
I think it's the injuries.
The injuries, that's why I shuddered to say that and put it into the universe. The only thing, as I said, that would stop that happening is another catastrophic knee injury.
Right.
But if that doesn't happen, and I pray it doesn't, I don't see why it wouldn't happen.
And I think he has a better O-line this year, too.
Yeah. And if they do what they're supposed to do, that's what I'm saying, Slim. There is no reason on earth why Jameis Winston would finish somewhere other than New Orleans. I nearly said Seattle. We wish. And be a Hall of Famer within 5 to 10 years. Well, within 10 years, maybe not 5 because he's still playing, but Yep, totally.
Marcus Ryan said Brady sitting at home thinking to himself that he should have stayed retired when he saw her retiring.
Yes, he's probably kicking himself in the tail for that decision. Yeah. By the way, I love that the face of Madden 22 is Patrick Mahomes, who I don't mind, and Tom Brady. So they're really going for the two ends of the market, aren't they? The young ones with Mahomes and the old farts like me with Brady. Thought that was interesting.
Yep. Real Fan Sports said, if we knew the outcome, you have to say Brady. I think it's hard to argue he's not the best of all time, even though I hate admitting it. Well, you got to realize they're coming out the draft, right? So they're coming from when they got drafted. Nobody knows who Tom Brady is, but everybody knows who Jameis Winston is. And him coming to the Saints and that type of system that we had, I would choose Jameis all day with the talent he has.
And Brady, correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen, Brady was like a 6th or 7th round pick in the draft when he was drafted. Like, he was really low, wasn't he?
Seventh round. He was the last round.
7th round when Jameis was first?
Yep. First overall. First one off the board.
Okay, admittedly, you're not going to necessarily know what they are going to do when they're drafted. And, I mean, Brady's the prime example, but I'm still taking Winston. To me, as I said, I don't know as much about him being a Seahawks fan. Yeah, Real, you make a good point. I agree with that. He was a late pick, but that makes his legacy greater. Yeah, but I would also say that his legacy has been tarnished, if that's the word, by playing
That's right, Megan. That's right.
5 years too long. I'm not saying he should have stopped playing just when he hit 40. I mean, as I said, I'm 46 in December. If he keeps
wanting more stats.
But my question is, when is enough enough? When Tom Brady retired, in inverted commas, as he did at the end of last season, I thought, okay, he'll go into commentating, might be coaching, whatever. Then 7 weeks later, whatever it was, oh, sorry, fellas, fooled ya. I'm coming back. It was like, Tom, no. Yeah, you can still play, but
Good night,
you've got more money than God, the Vatican, and Donald Trump. Why the hell are you... Is it truly because, as was reported, you don't want to spend time with your kids? Oh, then good God, you have to do housework. Like, what is the reason? What? And, as you all know...
more stats.
Well, yeah, that's true. Basically. He's still playing. But, Real, my point is, yes, he's
still... Who that center?
He's still playing at a high level. And, But when is enough enough? If he's still playing for the love of the game, then fine. You play till you're 100, dude. But if you're playing for another reason, which is only known to you, or to prove a point, when does it become too much? Belichick, mate, oh my God, I'm going to have to agree with 5150 here. Oh my God. Bill Belichick put him into a GOAT mentality. I can't believe I'm agreeing with 5150, but there you go. Yes. And that's my only question with Tom. Is he doing it for the right reasons? Yeah, chances are the answer to that is yes, and I have no problem with it. But, it's not like he needs the money. Yes, he's a competitor. Yes, he's still fit enough, or relatively speaking. I'd like to sit down and say just asking, Tom, why are you still playing? You've got a legacy, dude. You don't have to build a legacy. You're fit, almost 40s, well, mid-40s.
He's going on 45 in August, I think.
And 51, I'm allowed to have an opinion here. I'm not telling him he needs to retire. I am asking a question. So you telling me to be quiet is going to get you kicked because I've just about had enough.
Oh, he changed that picture back to, huh?
So that's my question with Tom. I've got no problem with him playing, but I would hate to think his legacy is ruined by, an injury that did not have to happen if he had retired and stayed retired. You know what I mean?
Look what Jamaica said, yo. He faked that retirement to try to get with Miami, but Brian Flores messed that up. What y'all think about that?
Yeah, well, that could be a
Didn't he want to go to San Francisco too because of his home?
I think there were a few.
At one time, I think.
I think there were a few that did want.
He is from California, right?
Is he? I'm trying to
I think Tom Brady I think he's from California.
I think you're right. Yeah, that's my only concern. Not that he's look. If you are strong enough, fit enough, and mentally well enough to play till you're 50, I've got no problem with that. Build the legacy. I think he's already got a fine legacy. Myself, 7 Super Bowl rings with one team. That's not a bad record. My thing is, I would hate to see that damaged in any way because he's played that one game too many or that one season too many.
All I'm gonna say is the Saints gonna make him retire again.
But right? Okay, Slim. Let me ask you this in all seriousness. Tom Brady says at the end of this season he retires. Are you going to go, oh, that's great, Tom, you're retiring? Or, oh, really, Tom? Didn't we hear this last year and you came back? Or is that cynical me? That might be cynical me, like, oh, you're really retiring, Tom. So what, you're going to come back in 9 weeks instead of 8 or 6 or 7 or 4? You know what I mean? I'm not saying Tom Brady is a liar. I'm not saying or being mistruthful. But are you truly going to believe that Tom, I'm retiring, I'm going to the Bahamas with Giselle and the kids, or I'm only going for a couple of weeks holiday, I'm sick of these kids or the family life? As I said, that might be cynical me there, Slim. I want to go back, but yeah.
My boy Marcus in the chat, he said if Winston has a great season this year, he will get a contract extension. I totally agree.
Yeah, I
that's no doubt.
And he would deserve it too.
No doubt.
Definitely.
Instead of just handing it to him, he would deserve it.
Brian Peterson said, are we trying to get Odell Beckham Jr.? I heard a report we're trying to get him. Can somebody clarify that? I haven't heard nothing yet about OBJ coming.
Me either.
I haven't heard. The latest I heard was us trying to get Landry. That's the last thing I heard from the Saints so far.
Landry was the last I've heard. And the other last I heard was Baker is not coming to Seattle. Thank the Lord. That is definitely off the table now.
Let's see. He said Doug Marrone's going to get an offensive line back to his dominance. Yes, it will. Joe Mika said, I saw that too, but OBJ isn't going to be healthy until probably end of October or beginning of November, so a team is in no rush to sign him. Oh, yeah.
That's facts.
Definitely.
Yeah.
504 Hoodie, that's how you know when you made it big. Congrats. You got real trolls now. This is a good thing. Well, supposedly he's a Saints fan, but he's just a big Tom Brady supporter.
Right. And then when Brady retires again, who are you going to become a fan of 5150 if you're still here? You're just a fan of Tom Brady. Once he retires again, who are you going to become a fan of?
Probably the Saints.
As long as it's the Seahawks, not the Seahawks, Slim, I am golden. I do
no
not
12, huh? Not the 12, huh?
Not the 12s. As I said to you before, Slim, the 12s value brains and intelligence, which counts 5150 out so badly. But I know when we're all long gone due to having our brains eaten by the zombie apocalypse, he's still going to be alive because zombies need brains. So we're good. I think we're good.
Real Fan Sports said he's still playing at a high level, though. It's not like he's a bum. I don't know who his trainer is, but he better get half of that man's paycheck.
No, 3/4 of the paycheck. Either that or he's found the fountain of youth.
This dude almost 45 years old and still out there to go out there and play like that.
He's a year and a half younger than me, Slim, and as I said, I'm 46 in December. So, good God, I love that man's fountain, elixir of youth or whatever.
Look what
vampire blood or whatever. I don't know what it is, but geez, I'd like some of it.
Brian Pearson said Tom Brady is still playing the game because his wife doesn't want him sitting at home bugging her.
I wondered if that was actually true, Brian. When he came back, it's just like Giselle would be just like, Tom.
I'm gonna tell you this, Brian. I think Tom Brady he stay at home with the wife and the kids, come back to football. That's what I think.
I think some lags said that I think it was on Twitter or Facebook said Giselle asked Tom to do the washing up, and he's like, I'm out the door. I'm gonna play football again. Like. Being domestic didn't work for him. But look, as I said, I think he's a great player, but I just don't want an injury to ruin if you're a fan or not, you cannot say that man hasn't been brilliant. And I just don't want it to end with a catastrophic injury or something. That's up to him. I suppose.
T Dirty said we're gonna send him out like Brent Favre.
Facts, T Dirty. And I'm gonna say that I think the real reason why Tom Brady came back because the Saints own him. He can't retire with the Saints owning him.
I think that every 49ers fan with the Seahawks owning them 4 times in 2 years would probably feel the same as that. And I can understand that because it's like if a team has beaten you 4 times in 2 years or whatever, you don't want to give them one more and then retire going, I wish I had stayed around just to beat them once. And have that in the back of your head the whole time. Yeah, no, that's I know when I used to play field hockey. I played for 9 years, and there was always that one team that had beat you year after year, and you're like, I'm finishing. I played in primary school, and I'm almost into high school, but I just want to kneecap that one kid in the team, which is horrible to say because I don't condone violence, just for us to get one win. I never got that. So if that is true about Tom not wanting to have the Saints have one over him when he retires, I completely understand that mentally. That competitive, good God, that's the only team I have not ever been at. I've just got to go one more year and then you get beaten again. Okay, one more. I totally understand because there was that one team in hockey when I played hockey in primary school that it was just like, oh, let me add them one more year. And then I think the last year I played, we actually won, not through any skill or genius on the field, but the player that always stopped us winning actually broke a leg quite badly falling off a horse. So, you kind of want to win, but you don't want to win like that. And it's like, we just beat them after 5 years of wanting this. And, she got dragged by a horse with a foot in the stirrup. Wow, that sucks. Hey, we won. It's a little bit of a hollow victory, but it's still a victory. But yeah, no, I completely understand that competitive mindset, and
It's just like when we beat them 38-3, they just kicked the field goal not to get shut out. So
I was going to say so they didn't have a goose egg on the in the scorebook. Yeah.
So I think he's coming back to try to beat the Saints, but it won't happen.
Well, not with the bloody team you've got this year, Slim. No chance. As good as Brady is, Jameis and that team, oh, hell no. Yeah. Brian's comment, there's a report out there that Tom Brady and Sean Payton are going to be in Miami next year playing for the Dolphins. Ooh.
That's what the word is.
Wow, I might have to go back to the to supporting the Dolphins. All right, Real. I'm supposed to be doing paperwork too, Real, but taking the you-know-what out of 5150 is much more fun, and I'm home all day. I'm home all day tomorrow, so the paperwork can be done then. You look after yourself, Real. Good talking to you, my guy.
Good night, Real fan.
All right, Real fans. Good night, bro.
Take care.
So he's hoping to be here tomorrow. I got you. We'll be here tomorrow, and then good luck on your finals, man.
Yeah, good luck on the finals, man.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck, man.
No, I do not miss finals. Oh. I do not miss them at all. Only reason I pass is because I get migraines. Hey, whatever works.
Yep. But crazy said, all I can say is we've been building this team before Brady came without losing and getting high draft picks. We built this team through the draft, and that's why he came, because we got the pieces. Yeah, but if y'all would have kept Jameis Winston, and instead of signing him, y'all would have kept him and did the same thing by giving him a run game and giving him the pass protection and the defense that y'all did for him, and getting the same pieces, getting the Tony Brown there somehow, Brown Gronkowski as a tight end, Leonard Fournette in the backfield and stuff like that. Like I said, if you could have got stuff like that for him, he would have won y'all 1-2, because the talent that he has at QB was, phenomenal. But the only thing is, I think the only hard thing of saying that the reason why I still don't think he could have maybe won is because he wouldn't have the privilege and the control to control the offense and tell him I'm tired of going in the system. I can't run your offense anymore like Tom Brady would. Tom Brady told him, I'm not running your offense anymore. This is what we're doing for we can win. And that's what he did, and he won. James would have just went ahead and listened to whatever he had to do to the coach.
And I think that's one thing that frustrates me with the Buccaneers is that since Tom Brady's been there, it's all been this team is great because of Brady, but there's been no sort of credit given to what came before Brady. And look, as I said, I'm not a fan of Tom Brady by any stretch, but he has brought something to the team, which is true. That you can't deny that.
Right.
But what about all the drafting you've done in the years before he got there? What about all the coaching that you've had before he got there? It wasn't. The Bucs did not exist just because Tom Brady went to Tampa Bay and said, "Hey, I want to play football." You know what I mean? It's like there's a history before Tom Brady, and there will be a history after Tom Brady, which needs to be considered, along with the Tom Brady years in Tampa. And it frustrates me because the Buccaneers are all about Brady, which is fine, with none of that credit given to other players and, other teams in the Buccaneers organization. Yeah, anyway.
Buck Crazy said, I wanted Jameis back. Damn.
Sorry, not sorry.
You can't have him anymore now.
Nope.
I was going to say, sorry, not sorry. He's in the right place, Buck Crazy. Sorry, not. And I'm a 12. No, he was never going to Seattle. We can keep that dream to ourselves.
Megan would take him if we got rid of him. For some damn reason.
We'd give we'd be like, I'm the front office in Seattle. I wish.
You would take him.
There'd be a lot changing there. There'd be a hell of a lot changing there. Except I'd extend Coach Carroll from now till the end of his life for his coaching contract. I would if Jameis was offered to the Seahawks after his time at the Saints had finished, of course. I might be convinced to give you DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. And 20 years of picks, but, you've got him for a few years.
20 years? Mega, 20 years?
Hey, it's down from 45. I'm negotiating. I think we get up to 60 years of picks, Hoodie. I'm not going to be around to see that happen, but no, I will be 105. If you give us 60 years of picks, I will be 105. That's kind of scary. But if Pete Carroll was still coaching, you better believe there'd be some serious wheeling and dealing to get Jameis to Seattle. But we've got there's some talk about who we're looking at scouting-wise for the quarterback draft next year. So I can't say nothing's been confirmed or denied because, of course, we're still getting over that magnificent draft 2 weeks ago. But yeah, it should be interesting.
It should be.
Quarterbacks are gonna be better anyway.
A lot of people are surprised Seattle took Cross at 9. Not me. I called it weeks ago because they thought they'd trade down for a QB. And to be honest, I really expected us to do that based on previous history. When it got to pick 5 and 6 and Seattle was still holding their pick, that was when I thought they're going for Cross. I screamed myself. If you had been walking past my house that Friday morning with all my windows and doors open and heard me screaming in delight with taking Charles Cross, and you didn't know what I was screaming about, I swear to God, you would think I was being murdered. I screamed for 45 minutes straight, blew my voice out. I had no voice for the rest of the draft, so I could barely scream when we took Kobe Bryant and Ken Walker. But, yeah, I did 11 p.m. Saturday to 7 p.m. Sunday with no sleep, and it was the most epic time of my life. It was just brilliant. And then when I started seeing who you guys were taking, I'm like, they're going for Olave. And I screamed just as loud with no voice when you got Chris Olave and whatnot. It was really fantastic to watch. Even though I slept for 3 days afterwards because I was so damn tired. But, yeah, it was brilliant. But, guys, I do have to get some paperwork done. It's been fun, and mocking 5150 has made me a happy 12. I am going to get off and let you chat amongst yourselves. You're on tomorrow, Hoodie?
Yeah, I'm off from both jobs, so I'll be on again.
All right, well, I'll push through and get as much of this paperwork done as I can so I can come and have some fun with you tomorrow. So, who dat, gentlemen? Congratulations once again on the super chats and whatnot, Hoodie. I'm a 12 for life, as you know, and go Hawks, and I'll talk to you real soon.
All right, talk to you tomorrow.
All right, mate. See ya.
See ya. That was Miss Megan, everybody. And, man, we've been live for over 3.5 hours, y'all. And it was definitely a fun night, with the super chats, man. Like I said, it's gonna get bigger and better from here. I didn't even keep track of what we did, like who all sent them. I know, I know Megan sent one. I know Gotta Grayson sent one. I know King Nep sent one. Rose Fan Sports did one at the end because we wanted to do the super chat, Superman chat. Megan sent another one for the Superman chat. Who was the other one? I'm trying to remember. Like I said, I'm sorry, but I can't remember everybody's. I know Uneducated Sports Talk did one. I know. Big Low Country did one himself. Jono did one. And Jono did another one at the end, too, to get Big Low Country to say it. So I think that's it, if I remember correctly. But like I said, I do appreciate everybody that came on tonight and, chatted it up with us, man. It was fun. It was fun chatting it up with Clutch, the Chief fan. It's definitely fun.
Yeah, shout out to Clutch. Yeah.
It's more fun, with other fans come on here and just talk it up, not be rude and talk crap, but just have fun conversation like he did and just talk about football, It's nice to do stuff like that. And, it's good to have Buck Crazy in the chat, because he's a Bucs fan, but keeps it clean in here, has fun and everything. We got Miss Megan that comes and chatted up with us. Big Low Country came in earlier and chatted up with us. He's a Falcons fan. You know what I'm saying? We probably got a subscriber from each team. Remember the Tennessee guy came in. I think his name was Geezer.
Yeah,
his name was Geezer. Yes. So I definitely
Shout out
do
to the Titans
appreciate
fan.
Yep, shout out to everybody that's here. And just to let everybody know, I went to go check. We are 2 subs away from reaching 1,070. So if anybody
Let's go.
have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button on y'all way out. Also, make sure y'all spam that like button on y'all way out if y'all haven't already. Give me 1 second to put my thing back up. I'm going to tell y'all how many likes we did so far tonight. Usually we have about 30, 40, by the time we get off, right? 30 or 40. So I'll probably say about 40 we had. Well, never mind. I was proven wrong. We got 62 likes. So y'all went double the likes tonight. So I appreciate y'all doing that. But like I said, if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button on your way out. Hit the like button if y'all haven't already. Make sure y'all turn your notification bells on. And I'm really thinking about it tomorrow just to remind everybody. We did reach 900 subs, remember? And we did reach 1,000 subs. So what I'm planning on doing is tomorrow's my day off. I was planning on, doing a live stream with just us talking and stuff, but also doing a second live stream later tomorrow night for the money giveaway for reaching 900 subs. But we also going to do the giveaway as well by picking our winner for the 1,000 winner, where we can get that person to pick out what jersey and hat they want, and we can get that settled down too. And also, we're going to do the giveaway, too, and pick our winner for the Tyrone Matthew jersey giveaway as well. So we can get everybody, ready. And whenever they pick the numbers and all that and get the jerseys coming out, we can order them and get all this stuff in and give it to our people, So it'll take a few weeks, to give everybody their prize besides the money giveaway. So, like I said, y'all need to make sure y'all are subscribed and have the notification bells on for y'all can get all these great giveaways we do and donations and stuff. We do ticket giveaways, game of the week giveaways now, tickets to game of the week now since we reached over 1,000 before the state season started. So that's why I tell people you don't want to miss out. So make sure you have your notifications on and make sure you're subscribed. But I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow for sure. I'm gonna end it a little earlier than normal if I can, get to sleep, get some rest, and don't have to sleep all day. Maybe we can have 2 podcasts, one during the day for the people that are up during the day, and we'll have one tomorrow night while we're talking to everybody. And maybe, just maybe, we might wake up with some news on Twitter saying that there's more rumors of Jarvis Landry going back to revisit us again. You never know. So, with that being said, for himself, if you would like to tell him, your goodbyes like you always do, and then I'll end it out here.
All right, y'all. Shout out to you, Hoodie. Happy for your super chat, man. Keep it going. Go Hawks. Shout out to Megan and Paul. Go 12. And as always, who that, baby? Y'all be safe.
You heard him, man. Who that to everybody, y'all. Go Hawks for Miss Megan. I'm going to see all of y'all tomorrow. Don't know when. Like I said, I'm going to try to do one during the day and one at night. And I'll do our giveaways as well. But with that being said, like I said, on the way out, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you turn your notification bells on. And make sure you hit the like button on your way out. And lastly, make sure you share this channel with everybody and share it to people who ain't subscribed, Let's get the channel bigger. Let's get this channel better so we can do more giveaways and more, have more fun on this channel. And also, just maybe, I'm dreaming. I know I dream a lot of things that could happen. But you never know. If we share this channel around and we get everybody to start subscribing, you never know. Hoodie Jube might get to 2,000 before the season starts, and you never know. And if that happens, then we're going to be doing a lot of different giveaways, on this channel. But with that being said, I can't wait to see everybody, today and tomorrow night, well, tonight too, today and tonight for the chat up with y'all again about some football and to also do our giveaways. But with that being said, I love every single one of y'all. Thanks again, y'all, for helping me reach 1,000 subs. It feels great. And it's also a privilege to actually have super chats in here now. So don't be afraid to send the super chats this way, for we can do the that's a Superman chat. My boy Big Little Country does it, But with that being said, y'all, I need to get out of here. I need to start talking. I'm like, I can talk all night. But with that being said, I'll see y'all today. See y'all tonight. See y'all tonight for the giveaways and stuff. All I can say is I love every single one of y'all. And all I can say is what Mr. Slim South said. Who that?
Yo, Your boy CT Crusher here checking in. Just wanting to remind y'all to go subscribe to my homie Hoodie Jube for the Hoodie Jube live podcast. We talking pressing topics here for you every night of the week. Hit that ding dong bell to make sure you don't miss an upload. Come join in on the conversation. Help us expand the community. We do a lot of giveaways, give away to a lot of charities, giving away to the local children's hospital. And oh, by the way, if you want a chance to win free NFL tickets, yes, I said that, free NFL tickets, make sure you subscribe and hit the ding so you don't miss a chance to win free NFL tickets. Peace out.